naked.
I just got out of the shower, so I'm all fresh.
All right, everybody. Everybody. Shut up! Shut up!
My neighbor!
Everybody, shut
My
up!
neighbor!
We are live. We are live for the very first time on my channel, Lev Polyakov's channel, and we are playing some Pokemon Red version. This is the beginning of our journey.
Best channel to come for all the gay sex you could want.
Absolutely.
Yeah, brother.
I feel like that was a Twitch ban right there.
Oh man, I don't know.
We're on
We are on
Twitch?
Twitch
God.
too. Yes, we are on Twitch, and we're getting off from a very good start on Twitch. We are not just on Twitch. We are on Twitch, on YouTube. We are on all the channels right now. So
Good thing you told me we're on Twitch before I started screaming slurs and got you banned.
Yeah, well, there we go. I mean, look, I don't have any piece of content on Twitch other than that. I could just like make a new account if need be. If this is the
that is true.
I feel like just being a straight white man on Twitch is going to get you banned.
It's white boy summer.
Don't be cringe, Geo. Don't be cringe.
It's white boy summer.
Geo.
You can't ban white
Exactly.
people anymore.
Oh, it's true.
It's white boy summer.
It's true. It's damn true.
You know, July is White History Month. Like it's gonna be.
Well, July is the
Guns out, suns
Pride
out,
Month,
boys.
so it is White History Month.
Yeah,
no,
well, it
it's
just feels like
bisexual
white people.
erasure month.
Guns out.
Oh wait,
guns
that's
out.
June. I'm sorry.
Yeah, June is that month. That's
So okay, here we go. I'm gonna configure controllers. This is the one thing that I forgot to do. So
oh no.
yeah, you hear like the continuous beat for all the people who are listening. WSAD. There we go. And
Nice.
now the button A instead of Z. You know, Z? No, thank you. That's gonna be J. And button B is gonna be K. Button L is gonna be U. Button R is gonna be I.
Bro, get a controller.
Select. I do have a controller. I'm just too lazy to do anything.
Yay!
else.
come on.
That's a racial slur
Okay, here we
Twitch
go.
ban right there.
G. Okay. G start could be enter. That's fine. Okay,
Nice,
here we go.
nice.
I don't need
Nice.
Game Shark.
Dripping
Okay, here we
on
go.
camera
Here we go.
right
Here we
now.
go.
All right,
We've
we gotta
started.
figure
We've
out
started
names.
Pokemon
We gotta start
Red
debating strategies, boys.
version. All right, new game.
You
We're
go
going with
Squirtle.
Blastoise.
Professor Oak.
Thank you. Thank you.
Charmander
I'm
gang.
with
Charmander gang.
No, could you just deal with the fucking? Isn't the Rock Gym the first one, right? So you just
Right.
get, like,
You want to play on hard
Blastoise.
mode, son?
No, you don't play on. We're trying to have a
Wait,
comfy
was this
banter
on the
stream.
Game Boy, the original?
Yes,
Yes,
this was
yeah. The
originally a
very
Game
first-
Boy
wait.
game enhanced for the Game Boy Game Boy Color.
Oh, okay. But you have an emulator. That's why you're playing it. Is that how it works?
Yes.
No, we're
Yeah,
not
his dad
emulating
was
the
Nintendo,
game.
that's
no,
fine.
no. I mean,
Heresy
I don't
here at
know.
all,
We're
sir.
playing
This
on
is
the
not
official
emulation.
hardware
This is
here.
legitimate hardware on a Super Game Boy.
Exactly.
Wait, you're
exactly.
actually playing a Game Boy right now.
Yes, exactly.
But then how you getting the screen
Wing.
capture?
Well, look,
Wing-
I'm a
Wing.
Super
boy,
Game Boy,
and I am
easy.
playing a game.
Hacker.
That's all you
Oh,
have to know.
oh, the Super Game Boy. You had that like attachment or whatever.
That's
it was.
right. What's our name gonna be,
Wing,
boys?
Wing.
Wow.
No,
We're
it's
gonna break
Retard.
the rules.
It's just gonna
Retard.
be it's just gonna be Lev.
PTR.
Okay, fuck you. It's just gonna be Lev. I'm not.
James,
That's what I
please,
said,
no
retard.
R-bombs,
Put the gay
please.
pride
This is
symbol
Twitch.
at the end.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
can't
God.
say
Yeah.
that word, even though we were in special education classes.
Now, Hassan Piker can say it on Twitch, but we can't. That's
Hold on. Why?
Well, I have a lot of
why
things
is
to
the
say
name
about that,
order?
jabroni.
input
name-
over here?
That's-
My neighbor.
When
My
you're
neighbor.
actually retarded, they let you say it.
That's true.
Well, I think I could get a way of saying it then, right?
Well, thank God we have
This is a bad
YouTube.
time to mention that I just made Twitch
Speed run to get
affiliates.
Lev banned off of Twitch.
I mean, I could just like
Let's
start
go.
stripping.
Too.
Let's go, start stripping.
I
Stuffing
feel like
copyright
James just being in
music.
his underwear is like a Twitch ban right there. Unless
Yeah,
you like are a
fellas,
super hot.
I
It's
am
funny
super
'cause,
hot, Geo.
James,
It's
don't
fine,
Oh,
present
you
your.
are.
James
You
is
are.
trans.
You
There
have
is this
female presenting
It's
It's
nipples.
fine, James is
once a
trans, it's
month.
fine.
once a month. There's this like Chapo fanboy that just like tries to take us like they took the selfie that James posted on Insta. He's like, "This you?" It's like, dude, we've seen his face a million times. It's
Yes.
not an own. It's
That's
not an
right.
own.
Wait, by
Also,
the way, guys,
it's
could-
like
Bro.
I come on stream all the time and always post pictures of myself publicly. It's epic own, dude. Epic own Chapo cells.
Yeah. I believe
it's-
they've taken the L.
Dude, they have
So,
no
okay,
other
okay,
joke.
okay,
They
okay.
live
That's it.
rent free inside your head. All of these like left wingers. I'm like just like chilling.
feel
on
like a
Twitter.
good-
They're all in your head.
Yeah,
Well,
it's insane
Well,
how
James, have
rent-free
you
I am.
mind Twitch? Have you mind Twitch streamers for else? I think he has. There was a few times.
Oh, there's
Okay,
a
guys, we have to get
tremendous-
on to our next thing. We have some Pokemon to play. So,
Oh,
what are we
boy.
going to name Gary,
Homo.
Johnny, or the
Best
right
friends.
guy?
No,
Boner
best friends.
King.
Don't be cringe. Don't be
Boner
cringe. He's the
King.
best friend. You don't want to be
How,
the...
wait. How about we name him Hassan Piker?
No,
Oh.
jabroni. He needs to be
Jabroni,
He's
jabroni.
our
that's a
best
good-
Wait, no,
friend.
I bet you
we
name
don't want to
him
be
Jules.
cringe. Don't insult him. He's
Okay,
our best
okay.
Name him
friend.
Jules.
Now, one of the other things that we have here is we
Jules.
have
Jules
the ability...
OnlyFans fan account.
We have-
Someone should be on Twitter that.
Okay, we have the ability...
Oh my god, I'm gonna change my profile.
There's
yeah,
no
don't
abilities
do
in
it.
Gen 1.
No, we have the ability to ask the chat. We have the chat here. By the way, Philip wants to come on, so if anybody could send him the Zoom
I already
link.
sent him the
I am-
Zoom link.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay.
Let the party continue.
So, so new name. We are gonna name him
Jules.
Jules. Okay. If anybody in the chat wants us to name him somebody else, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Spell it.
I will
Spell
kill
it
anyone in
Jules
the
like
chat that says
the Jewel
otherwise.
vape.
Ah, that's a good idea. Let's see. How do
be
you spell it?
Jules.
J-U-U, then what?
LS.
I went to Target
Jewel.
before, and I actually found Pokemon cards there for the first time since like October or November. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I'm hoping to go to my parents' place and look through a closet and find $16,000 worth of Pokemon cards.
You never
That'd be
know.
nice.
Some guy did that.
I found a solid 3 packs of Vivid Voltage. I couldn't fucking believe it.
Yeah, I got. I had Charizard. I had Blastoise. I had all these like the what do they call the foil?
This is my boy
Holographic
right here,
cards,
the
yeah.
Dark Blastoise.
Here we go. We're finally at
He's
home.
probably my
Alright.
favorite WotC card.
Okay, so now we're just going to spend the entire time in our room. We'll be incel
Yep.
mode. We'll
This
just
is
play
gonna
some
be
real life.
existential
Oh, it's real
Pokemon.
life, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
this
is he wearing a
the,
But you can't
mask? You
sex
can't
with
go
the
out,
woman, though.
dude.
You can't, can you? So
Incel
just leave.
simulator.
Just leave. Just leave. You can't have
Incel
sex with her.
simulator.
You can't
All
have sex
boys
with her.
leave
Just
home
leave.
someday.
Just leave.
It's like one of
All
those like cheap
boys
Grab her
Steam.
tits now.
Steam
what-
like simulators where it's like it's
Uh.
just browsing through the incel.me forum.
Oh, it's Philip's here, by the way. Hey,
Hey, Philip. What's
Philip.
up?
Oh,
Great to be here.
So, Philip, are you a fan of Pokemon?
When I was very young, I think I played it occasionally. My siblings were more into it. I was
I wonder
more
if
of a Roller
there's.
Coaster Tycoon
I
fan.
wonder if there's anybody on planet Earth that hasn't heard of Pokemon.
Geo, well,
they
you've
have
heard of
them, we kill
Pokemon,
'em.
but
I think I had a
'Cause I
pack or two
wonder.
back in the day, but I never like played it. I just like traded it with my friends.
Yeah, I feel
I never like
they're-
played a game.
It's so
I feel like no one
perversive.
played it when we were kids.
Yeah.
And the game's actually really fun, the card game. 'cause I've
I,
been
had,
man,
I
we have a-
actually
we have a
had a
Twitch-
Pikachu. I had a purple
Yeah,
one.
everybody played it wrong.
we have somebody from Twitch who's actually watching this. Holy
Oh,
shit.
wow.
Kragu...
I
hold
do-
on, I'm gonna say your name
Yes,
correctly.
this is where the Professor molests us.
Mangus.
I
He
do
does
remember.
molest us.
I do recall in middle school, my older brother had an argument with some girl in his grade over whether Pokemon or Scooby-Doo came first. Really
Well,
bizarre.
obviously Pokemon.
Really
did.
bizarre. Really
They're
bizarre
ancient
middle school
Pokemon.
argument.
That was
Yeah.
me. I was the one having-
Really bizarre.
I was
Anyway.
voting for Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I
I
mean,
was
I was
wondering
voting-
why
fun
they
fact,
never
both
updated
children
the
are.
outfits. in
both
Scooby-Doo.
Pokemon
No sense of-
and Scooby-Doo
there's
are,
no sense of.
they're designed by the same, no, not by the same, but they're designed by Japanese people, both of them. So Scooby-Doo, the character design for Scooby-Doo is designed
way.
by
Does that make
Japanese
Scooby-Doo
man.
an anime?
Well, also the animation is very limited. It's both are usually animated on the 3s, 4s, 6s, 8s, 12s, 24s.
Yeah.
You know.
By the way, here's the moment of truth. And by the way, Philip, pick a bigger avatar, because right now it just looks like a tiny little thing.
So we
Anyway.
have to be a webcam chat.
Moment of
that's
truth.
why.
Moment of
'Cause
truth.
you've
Okay,
got,
which Pokemon do I choose?
All
so
right,
we have
The answer's
voting
right in front of you,
Charmander.
Lev.
the answers
hard
right
mode.
in front of you.
Squirtle.
Hard mode.
It's Squirtle, motherfucker.
Obviously prefers.
Be the grass one to be a contrarian, because I don't think
grass
anyone...
one-
Venusaur
yeah.
slaps also.
If you
Pick
play
the-
it with the grass one, that's like playing easy mode, and then
Squirtle.
Squirtle will be like
Was
your
it
normal
easy
mode.
mode of the grass one? Like, I don't know.
Because the
Pokemon
first
well
few
enough.
couple
I
gyms
forget.
are like weak to the grass thing, so it's
Okay,
like
we'll pick Bulbasaur then, because no one
Dustin.
ever picks Bulbasaur.
Kragus
No one ever picks
says,
Bulbasaur.
Kragus
Squirtle
says
squad,
pick water
Squirtle
type.
squad, Squirtle squad,
Pick water
Squirtle
type.
squad.
They are best for sex. Pick water type. They are best
Ooh.
for sex.
It's slippery when wet.
Okay, yeah, that decides it.
Vaporeon,
then.
the most fuckable Pokemon.
Wait. Okay.
Well,
okay.
is that true? Would you say?
The most fuckable one is
what about
Ditto,
Jinx?
essentially a human
Jinx is a
fuckable.
what about
fuckable
that,
Pokemon.
That grass psychic one, the one that has the weird red thing coming out of its chest.
It's
I thought
Ditto.
that
The
was
most
supposed to be-
fuckable Pokemon's Ditto. So you can just fuck it to be anything you want. It's
I-
the cheap
but
way
this,
out, but it
this
is
would
the
have
most
the
fuckable.
old version of Jinx in it, wouldn't it?
Oh,
yeah, that's right. Well, we're gonna get to that.
Ugh.
Well, is it in the red version, or the blue version, by
I
the
don't
way?
know.
Oh, that's a good
So
point.
we'll
I
see.
suppose we'll find out.
I suppose we shall. So, and by the way, guys, we are gonna have like the Pokemon right below here, but I do need to decide which one to go for. So,
Well, Geo's got to have an opinion.
Squirtle.
yeah,
'Cause I'm
Geo,
going
which
Charmander,
one
James
you
is
going,
going
Geo?
He's
Squirtle.
going to go on a monologue about Pokemon sexuality, so go on.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, what am I choosing?
So you have to
Which
choose a
starter?
Pokemon. You've got
Which-
three options
yeah.
of the Fire Charmander, which is the best, the Squirtle water Pokemon, or
So
the Dinosaur
biased.
Bulbasaur, who's a plant-based thing. So
So
you,
you get a gay, retarded, overrated fire
My
lizard.
fucking
You
Twitch
get
channel,
an awesome
Jesus.
turtle with
My
cannons
fucking
on
Twitch
its
channel.
fucking back, or you get Venusaur. which is
I
or
would
you get the
usually go
most
with
worthwhile
Bulbasaur.
Pokemon of them all.
I would usually go with
Charmander
Bulbasaur. I'd
becomes
go with
the Charm-
Charmander.
Charizard,
Yeah, I'm gonna go
alright?
Charmander.
Charmander.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But
Charmander. how
Bulbasaur is
many
coming
people-
pretty close next.
How many votes for Charmander then? We have 4 people here in the chat. How many votes for Charmander? I'm asking
Zero,
the
'cause
goddamn
no one's-
question.
Zero,
How many
'cause
votes
no
for
one's
Yeah.
voted.
Zero.
Bulbasaur.
Fuck Charmander.
Can we at least agree on a name? Boner King.
Oh.
Okay, it's gonna be called Boner King, but which one? Again, how many votes for Charmander? We're a democracy
We
here.
just said zero. No one
Democracy's
voted. Yeah, no one voted for it. You have to
No,
skip
no,
to
no,
the next
Geo
one.
said
Pokemon
Charmander.
Master.
Just pick Bulbasaur then. I feel like
I feel like Bulbasaur would be the easier pick because
We
that's
need a
gonna
comfy
cruise you
stream.
through the first couple dungeons.
I know that.
I'm
yeah.
on Twitter right now. I just came across a meme: Mewtwo shaped GF, Crash Bandicoot shaped BF.
I want
That
Mewtwo
tweet.
shaped GF.
You know what?
Wouldn't know anything about any memes.
Mewtwo, you know, I had to paint. I did a painting once of my buddy from university. He had like this Evo, this like Evo
Don't
of
do it,
like
Lev.
this cosplay of.
Don't fucking do it. I'll leave.
I had to paint his cosplay
Let,
suit.
Pick-
It was really
pick
crazy.
it now, Les.
Alright,
Pick it
fuck
now
you,
to
I
annoy
chose
James. Pick
Charmander.
it now to annoy
Okay,
James.
Yes.
What's the one?
Yes.
James BTFO.
What's the cat one that has psychic
Fuck
powers?
you.
Okay, nickname. Charmander
Boner
nickname.
King.
Well, Orange
His
just
name
says
is the F
Charmander.
word that I can't say on Twitch.
Charmander
A
Flash
friendly
Boner.
action
You
guy.
can say it on Twitch, right? You can say that
So,
word.
okay, Boner King. Here we go. Boner King.
What's the one?
Starting my own playthrough and I'm picking Squirtle.
Well, you know what? I think we have the ability to have like 2 playthroughs in one go so we can trade by using a special system. So you could theoretically make your own
Ooh.
Pokemon playthrough, and then we can meet in the middle. We can get all the Alakazams and
See,
the
this is why you play
Gengars and-
yellow, because you can get all the starters.
Really? Well, I don't care about the starters. I just care about the Gengar and the Alakazam.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
are my
Gengar's.
favorite.
This is a Gengar-based a live stream. Like we are all about Gengar. If we could have 5
Gengar
Gengar or 6
rules.
Gengar in our team, that would be our whole team.
It's all about the banter at the end of the day. That's what the stream.
Dude, I had to
like.
stop using Gengar in my runs because, like, literally every run, the majority of my life playing Pokemon would always include Gengar. That I had to, like, just force myself to stop using him.
Yeah, but he's the best Pokemon. Like he's definitely one of the top tier Pokemon. I feel like for me, I think
He's
Scyther.
definitely
I always
top 3
like that
for
one.
me.
He's got friggin' knife arms like Gigan from Godzilla.
Yeah, I would say probably, like, Mimikyu, Blastoise, Gengar are my favorite.
Yeah.
Fellas, what is this White Boy Summer meme? Did it come from that one guy?
So it comes
Got
from
Hanks.
Tom Hanks has a son who is a
Oh, okay.
capital W. I don't even want to say a word that sounds like the word we can't say, but
Oh,
he,
boy.
he's one of those guys. In England they
He's a
call him
wee
chavs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got that.
He's one of
very-
those guys.
Yeah.
By the
All
way,
right,
you
Boner
guys, do you guys
King
see,
versus Squirtle.
do you guys see the Pokemon on the screen right below me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where's the
Squirtle.
music?
The music you can't hear, but
Yeah, we
everybody
can't
else
hear it
does.
on our chat,
Yes,
but
and
they
by
can
the
hear
way,
it on the live stream.
By the way,
Oh,
everybody
okay.
on the live stream, let us know, is the volume of the music fine? Does it have to be louder? Does it have to be quieter? because I can adjust this as I go along, and I really appreciate everybody. Kragus says sand/gang. Yeah, I hope I can get one. I don't remember if they're available in Pokemon.
I don't remember
Sand
either.
slash
I
Scratch,
was trying
scratch,
to remember.
scratch.
I think Sandslash is blue only.
Yes.
Scratch his friggin' eyes out.
There we go. I'm gonna murder
Squirtle.
this turtle.
Yes, the Boner King.
Apparently,
Lev, when was the
squirting
last
is
time you
real.
played a Pokemon game?
Oh, it's been years. I mean, look, I was just so enamored in your banter that I forgot to play the game.
Exactly, it's the
Well, wait,
banter.
well,
Yeah,
Lev, I thought-
I think I've played most of them. I think I missed the black and white ones, but
Oh my god, dude, Black and White 2 are the best ones.
yeah, I think I missed those.
I
I'm
think
sure they'll
Hard-
remake them in another 5 years.
Lev, you
Hard
should play
Gold,
Sonic
Soul
too.
Silver.
The
We will. Don't worry, we're gonna play
Oh,
the
boy.
Sonics. We're gonna play
Charles,
the
you
Sonics
gotta go
on this
play
stream.
Black and White 2.
yeah, I never finished the Sun and Moon. I sort of tapped out on those. And what was the last one with the
Sword and Shield?
Yeah, the Sword and Shield. I tapped out on those too.
I think I watched one of the movies when I was a kid. That was.
Did you?
Like-
Which movie did you watch?
Oh God. Like,
Did it have the giant dog guy and all the?
Did
All
it?
letters?
the same as Ash basically creaming over Pikachu.
no, but did all the mythology
Same
like
thing.
come after? Or like, was the original game just like you grind,
Pikachu.
like you keep grinding, you keep fighting like these? Is there like a overarching point to like?
Oh yeah. So the concept of the games are that for some reason children are able to, or actually all society controls these things called
Wait, what the
pocket
fuck am I
monsters.
doing? I forgot to heal my Pokemon. Shit.
Yep. Oh man, that
We're
Rattata
gonna get down by a Rattata. Let's see. Fucking hell.
could take
so
an
like
L
they,
right
they
here.
train and they
Oh,
enslave.
he's
full health.
healed. He's healed.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Praise
The king
Lord.
is here.
Yes, here we go.
So then
Okay.
they enslave and train these Pokemon.
Right. They
But-
do everything in society, and the way the games are structured are that there are children go out with these monsters and seek out badges to allow them to pass in and fight the champion Pokemon
Oh,
trainers.
yeah.
That's essentially the
And by the way,
layout of the game.
before
But like
before I
behind that,
kill,
there's a
Structure,
story with like Ash Ketchum. Like I don't know.
So
I
the
need to
anime
know
was
the
produced
girl-
I
in
need to know
parallel. As
Gio's
I understand.
thoughts on the Rattata. Gio, what do you think of this rat? What do you think of the rat?
Oh boy. I think the rat truly is a symbol of our age. There's so many of them. I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot
there's
of
so many
rats
people
out
who have
there.
a rat-like soul. But
Yeah, but this rat in particular, what do you think about the
isn't
design?
Rattata kind of like a low-level Pokemon? Like you could just knock them
Rattata's,
off.
Yeah, I mean they're all over the place, but
Yes.
but in general though, do you like the design? What do you think of the teeth sticking out? What do you think of the angry face? Like what's your general
I think
opinion
I
of this
think
rat?
like yeah, I think that they should have had a more integrated sort of like archetypal attributes of each like real like Pokemon that was based on real life. Like for example, if the rat could like have like a thing where he like breeds pestilence or something, and like he just
See,
he
later games
infects
had
Ash
something like that.
Ketchum, or he infects like Charizard like has some kind of like rat-borne illness like the hantavirus, but it
Yeah,
affects
there's one of the games had a thing where there were like variant Pokemon.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
They've,
yeah.
So
they've been
the-
doing
the
that
rats
now,
would have,
with Gen 7 and Gen 8.
Well, there's a virus you can get called Pokérus. You cannot get it in this game. You can get it in the next gen games. And Pokérus, it's a virus, but it's actually good for you. Like it increases the stats of your Pokemon. So
Well, I feel
yeah.
like Pokemon.
Well, it doesn't
it's like,
necessarily increase the stats. It increases how fast your stats.
Oh
go
right,
on.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Gio, what do you think?
gives
What do you
everyone
think of the
age as
Pidgey?
well, so.
Gio, what do you think of this bird over here?
Oh, I love Pidgey.
We're gonna name him
for many
Bandit.
years. Me and my father, we had pigeons for many years.
Just
People
like
don't know
Mike
this.
Tyson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Mike Tyson. But the problem is like after a while it wasn't worth it because it just became like we were just like feeding hawks around here, pretty
Mm-hmm.
much. Like, and they were pretty bold too.
Yeah,
But
Hawks
no,
don't give a shit.
Pidgey
They act like
reminds.
they're apex predators or something.
Yeah, but the thing is, the thing with hawks is that they have to like have all these like protections and all the like you can't hunt them. But
Yeah, that's
pigeons,
the way
they're
it is
the
here.
ultimate. Like they're the ultimate survival bird. They like eat anything. They can nest anywhere. Whereas hawks, like for a symbol of power, a hawk is sort of like very finicky. I don't know.
Imagine if the pigeons suddenly weaponized with swords or something and were able to fight back.
If there are enough pigeons,
Bird
the
wars.
pigeons could probably win. Yeah, if they form like a mafia,
Right.
like Goodfellas. Do you
Pidgey
remember
reminds
Goodfellas?
me of
Good feathers is what you're
Good-
thinking
Oh,
of.
Good Feathers. Fuck, I ruined my own thing. Yes, Good Feathers.
Pidgey
What a good
reminds me of
Maniacs.
I heard you
Warclaw.
guys would say some bird stuff. You were talking trash all over town.
But as far as the
Pidgey reminds me of Warhawk from Redwall a little bit.
So what do you think of the design of this particular Pidgey? Like the bags under the eyes? It always looks like there's bags under the eyes of this one.
Sort of almost reminds me of a Don Bluth character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a wide
Like surly and
Yeah. Like
Oh.
something
Yeah,
that's
somebody posted an old sticker sheet that had their they had weird names like oh god, I'm trying to remember what some of them were. Like they had changed let me find that sticker sheet. It was like prototype names.
And how are you finding the graphics, by the way? Like, for those who were asking why is it that you did not play the remakes and you instead went for the original? other than
Because the original looks fucking better. It's aesthetic
Yes,
as hell.
fucking yeah.
Yeah, it's a dope look for sure.
Like, people don't get it.
I think the Heart Gold remakes look a bit better, but I don't think Fire Red looks better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Hard
I
Gold
mean,
looks
well,
nice.
Well, Heart Gold, Soul Silver is a different
Yeah.
game, but
Yeah.
but you know, I think this looks way better than Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Yeah. In general, I just don't like the Game Boy Advance graphics. I
Yeah.
actually love
Yeah.
like Game Boy and Game Boy Color graphics. Like one of my favorite games for the Game Boy Color, which maybe I'll play later on, like if this thing keeps growing, it's Wario Land 2. That one, that's a game that I really admire. Wario Land 2. I don't know if any of you guys ever played that.
Is that so Mario Land 2 would have been Wario Land 1, right? Am I
guess
got
so.
that math
if,
right?
Wario was the bad guy in
Right,
the,
yeah, Wario was
yeah.
the bad guy in that one. The first Mario Land, that's where he has the spaceship levels. And I want to say the Mario Land 3 was Wario Land 1. If everybody's following along at home with this nerd stuff.
Well,
Where does
I
Waluigi
don't-
come in?
He comes in when they
Waluigi.
play tennis. He only shows up for the sports.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
all he cares about.
Waluigi
You know,
is the uncle no one likes. That's just the
Yeah.
that's his shtick,
Well, I'll tell you
essentially.
this. I like him because in, I believe it was the soccer game, he does a taunt gesture that
Yeah, where he
is
like
a-
shows his penis. Yeah.
Well, it's a Degeneration X suck it. Like he full on does a suck it.
He does
Yeah.
the crossfade.
He doesn't say
yeah.
suck it. Yeah, he does the crotch chops. He doesn't say suck it, but we all know what he means. You don't do that gesture unless you want somebody to suck it.
I feel like that's also how Xbox finisher came about. The X Factor. That was like the crotch chop, but it was like it's basically like a face plant, but it's like between the legs.
I always
pretty
thought the
much.
Bronco Buster was a particularly
the Bronco
devastating
Buster
move.
is one of them, but like the X Factor is like his like kill shot type of finisher. Oh boy.
Gio, what do you think about the setup here as far as the graphics go? Because, like I said with MK Ultra Money, I like these much more than the Game Boy Advance version.
My name, love.
Whatever.
Oh, boy.
I like advertising your work. So anyway, James Healy. James Healy, follow him on. Here's the other thing, by the way, guys. My hands are busy. I can't put.
Yeah, your hands
people
are
in
lazy jerking off.
Oh,
I'm playing
Oh,
Pokemon
same,
with one
Jared.
hand.
Have you ever-
Hells, the legend?
Mast, have you ever heard the story where this was like back when oh god, this was back when like TNA was like NWA TNA, and they had X-Pac come in, like he just got like released from his contract for drug use, obviously.
Of course. I'd expect nothing less.
Yeah, and there was this match where AJ Styles was like still pretty green, and so like they did. He was like basically high out of his mind on methamphetamine.
Oh,
And X-Pac was like, oh man, I even gave him a Topican Halo, and it's like, oh man, I could have killed him, but then he's like, I forgot the finisher, so like the ref had to ask the announcer what the finisher was halfway through, and it's like AJ Styles basically had to carry the match, and he was like still pretty green.
I've
Oh.
seen a bit of TNA here and there. There is some really wild programming that they have put on over the years that I'm shocked got to the air. The
Oh,
one
yeah.
where it was a pay-per-view, right? Where one of the Hardy Boys showed up and just couldn't even have a match.
Yeah, it was Jeff Hardy and Sting, and like
That
Jeff
was very
Hardy
sad. Like I was
yeah.
genuinely concerned about the bastard. Like seeing that clip, I was like, oh man.
Yo, Lev, have you planned out at all who you want to have on the team besides like Gengar?
This is going to be up to the chat. So we know that the Pokemon that are coming up right now, for all of you who are aware, we have Pidgey, we have Nidoran, we have Rattata, we have Pikachu in the forest, as well as Caterpie, Weedle, Kakuna. So, guys,
I think Machop isn't.
Well, that's
Beard?
later. I mean, that's all the way down.
Yeah,
no,
there's
Mankey. There's some. Yeah, I think it's Mankey because there's.
No, Mankey's not in here. No, Nidoran is in here, and I definitely
there's something
want the
that's
Nidoran.
super effective to Brock before you get to him.
I mean, look, I'm gonna grab the Nidoran, who should be in this bush over here. That's definitely something that I'm gonna do.
Wouldn't want to beat around the bush.
Exactly. But guys in the chat, let me know what Pokemon you want me to grab. I can grab both Nidorans, by the way. This is the female Nidoran.
You don't
I
need
can grab the
What's the one with psychic powers? The cat one?
That's an Abra.
Abra, yeah.
Abra, there you go.
Cat?
It's Abra Kadabra
Is it a cat,
and
or is it-
Alakazam.
No, it's like Psyche or something, or I don't know.
He reminds me of the bad guy from Samurai Pizza Cats. He's got that same look. So he's got to be some kind of cat.
Mankey's on Route 22, but only in yellow.
Yeah, there we go, yeah.
Mr. Yep.
No can do for this.
So I'm curious to
Oh
hear.
yeah, you're kind of. Yeah, you're gonna have to get
I'm getting
Butterfree and use Confusion to beat Brock.
Either that or get a really powerful Boner King.
Yeah, I mean, I could just level him up, but that's boring for everybody, though, right? Like, you don't want to see me leveling up all this stuff.
That's the most exciting part of the game.
You pretty much need Butterfree with Confusion. That's your only real way that you're going to beat Brock.
Isn't there like a way you can like somehow get the the water type one? What's that fucking?
Well, no, because there's no he has
doesn't have
no
a
fishing
pole.
rods.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's
Mewtwo.
the-
Sorry, I was thinking of Mewtwo.
And then what's that fucking one called? The star one. Can't you get that somehow, like in this game?
Yeah, Mewtwo is based. Mewtwo is a.
Mewtwo's based.
Mewtwo
What?
is a.
Lev, is this red or blue?
This is red.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, so you're gonna have to get
ancient cat from
Caterpie in
Agartha.
Viridian Forest then.
Motherfucker, I keep wasting the Pokeballs
You have to
because I
attack
wanted
him.
to
You
leave.
have to-
I know I have to attack him, but I don't want to attack him.
You got to get him,
Don't even catch him.
lower his health.
Why shouldn't I catch him? Nidoran's good.
Not really.
What do you mean not really? He
Like,
evolves into Nidoking.
He'll do okay.
There's better Pokemon you can have on the team. Just go straight
about
to
having
Viridian
the best
Forest
Pokemon,
and
it's
get
about the
a
journey.
Caterpie or a Metapod.
If you could
Alright,
just catch like
Lev
6
wants to make
Pokemon,
some
he just like
friends.
steamrolls the first 4, doesn't he? Because if you just have like 6. Like,
No, because
Look, I'm talking about-
there's literally nothing good to use against Brock that you can
I'm
catch in the
talking
wild
about-
other than evolving Caterpie or Metapod.
yeah, you go
into
Staryu.
Butterfree.
That's what I was saying. Staryu. Can you catch like a
Well,
Staryu?
yeah,
No,
because
I'm
of the fishing
talking
pole.
about the
You can't
long.
get Staryu this early.
I thought
I'm
you
talking
could-
about the
I don't
long
know,
game
I thought you
over here,
couldn't.
which is why I think Nidoran is actually good. So Nidoran is going to be good for later on when he evolves into
All right, let's catch
Nidoking,
this prick.
which is why I. There we go. Finally.
Boom. What are we
but,
gonna name this prick?
Butterfree learns Confusion at level 12. So
We got to name this jabroni something. What's his name gonna be?
All right. What should his name be?
AIDS.
That's
AIDS.
perfect.
There you go, done.
Genuine AIDS.
Oh God.
Here we
Boys,
go.
they're gonna get poisoned by AIDS.
Is that-
I guess it's fitting for a poison type.
Yeah, AIDS used poison attack. It was super effective.
I'm surprised that one that was like not vetoed, not argued at all. Just
No.
okay, done.
Yep.
It's
Now
AIDS.
we've got a buddy. You've got a friend in AIDS.
By the way, let me save the game.
That's a good
'Cause-
move. It's a good
Yeah.
move.
Hold on. Just to make sure I don't press the wrong button here and destroy everything.
Oh yeah. There's
Now,
always
You're
a
gonna
destroy
catch, by the way, you
everybody.
should catch missing though, lad. That's a pretty easy thing to do.
Not only am I
But,
going to
yeah.
do this, but I'm also
no.
going to go in here and I'm going to save the state.
Oh, he's doing the
Save
save
game.
states.
Sneedo ran. Well,
One of
we
those
kind of missed
Steves.
out on that one.
Save state
unfortunately.
boys.
Sneak.
All right, now that that's over with,
I just sent in the Zoom chat
I'm not clicking
a
a Reddit
map that
link.
shows every
Not clicking a
Pokemon
Reddit
and
link.
all their locations. So
Not clicking a Reddit link.
Mr. Zoom chat.
Sorry, you got to send something that's not a Reddit link.
Dun, dun, dun,
I might
dun,
click on
dun,
it then.
dun,
Yeah, we
Hello,
all know
James.
what's going on at Reddit. They're getting
Uh.
busted left and right.
We don't need any Reddit links here. We just
Oh, Remus had such a better name for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Sneedo King.
Oh,
Sneedo King.
Sneedo
there you
Ram,
go.
Sneedo King,
Or
man.
Sneedo
Yeah.
King.
Oh.
We could always
All
catch
right,
another one.
you
and
wanna
name him that.
you want a Pidgey? You want me to catch a
No, get Caterpie.
I-
in
I
the
feel like
this
a good
one-
Pidgey.
I can name this one
I had
Carrier
a
Pigeon.
Pidgey. I had a
There you
little
go.
turn into the big
Yeah.
It's just called A's now. Sorry.
Do it for the
That's-
meme.
Exactly. Man, I'm doing so badly right now with this. I keep using growl, which is just because you people are distracting me.
Yeah,
and my-
Growl doesn't do
Get good,
shit.
Lev. Come on, bro.
What
I
the?
always hated moves like that. There's like 2 or 3 that'll actually do something, but the moves that are like, well, it lowered its evasion. Like,
Yeah, it's no good.
that's not actually gonna help me. I need to kill this.
All right,
son
here
of a
we
bitch.
go. Here we go. Come on, 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 come on,
invest
come on,
in
come on,
Lev.
come on.
Invest in
Invest
Lev.
Lev. Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right,
Boom,
go,
shakalaka.
Lev, go get
Invest
some
in
more
Lev.
fucking balls,
I know.
and let's get a fucking Caterpie.
Infest
Aren't the
in
psychic types broken in this game? Like,
Oh
aren't
yeah.
they?
Oh
I
hell
remember
yeah.
there was some fucking thing with like that. in the
Psychics and
original
ghosts.
Pokemon.
That's the
Yeah.
ops. That's who you really want. All right, what are we gonna name this?
Carrier Pigeon, but I don't think that's gonna. I don't
Carrier.
think that's gonna fit.
Why don't we call this one just Sneedo-Ram? We missed out on the last one. This guy can be Sneedo-Ram. Doesn't make any sense. We'll just call them worship.
No, see, Carrier Pigeon doesn't do it. What else you
That's
got?
Sneedo-Ram. There you go. That's this guy's name. I don't care if it doesn't make any sense.
Pecker lips.
What was it? Pecker lips?
Pecker lips.
Pecker. Wait,
Pegger.
like the word pecker?
Yeah,
Pegger.
pecker.
Okay, pecker. Okay, here we
That
go.
was
peg you.
that was a really crazy avant-garde movie back in the day. Pecker.
Oh
It
yeah.
was like this pervert like kid that like teenager like it was like really
Every I would say
crazy
about
fucking-
every single John Waters movie. Every single
Yeah.
one.
Was it a John Waters movie?
That was a John Waters movie.
Oh, that explains everything. Yeah, that film I remember seeing that.
Was it was oh god, it was what's his face's brother, right?
I think so.
Oh shit, I can't.
Oh,
think of the kid's
rotisserie.
name.
That see the one thing that's a kind of a shame, and here's how we solve this. Can somebody write in the chat what Pokemon we're fighting?
Oh, it was
so that
Edward
the
Furlow.
people-
What am I talking? Edward
Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking it was the kid from Home Alone's brother.
No, they look similar, but Edward Furlow is always like the budget Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah,
Like
Just
but
'cause
he's been in
got
some
Christina
kind of like
Ricci in it though.
true, but like Edward Furlow has been in some crazy indie films. One of them was like
was engaged to Owen Benjamin.
oh God. I can't believe that that's real.
That's absolutely
That
real.
Christina Ricci was wow.
Yep.
And then like Owen just like gave up Hollywood to become a cult leader. That's amazing.
But Lev,
No,
here's how we
that's what he
right,
wants to
here's how
do,
we
brother.
solve the naming issue. We just have to skew the banter a little bit more on the naming screen, so we let the chat decide.
He's been banned from everywhere. I wonder if
That's what we
Owen
have to do.
Benjamin would.
Wait,
come
wait,
on
wait, wait! I
this
want to
year.
hear that from Ewan. Ewan, what
Yeah,
were you
we
saying
just
right
gotta
now?
say you just gotta say we've got to pause for a bit longer on the namings. That's all.
Right.
Like
yeah.
then we let the
gotta
banter
have some
skew.
debate.
We're not gonna
Good
have
idea,
that much.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm just like saying AIDS, pecker, fucking
Yeah.
dickhole, butthole.
You're gonna
you
get a
know,
lot
like-
of buttholes in there.
Exactly. We've got to make sure we name all of them butthole, but we just give it a little bit of time. That's all. Let's skew.
What if we name one
Okay, here we
James
go.
Suck?
That reminds me of that clip from Pastor Manning about the burning butthole, a flaming butthole.
I've
Gonna
got
need
one.
asbestos underwear.
I've got one clip of one of
I'm
those
like John
TV
Goodman when
preachers
you do that.
where he's got his eyes like closed doing the preacher thing, and he just walks up to the mic. Christianity is base. That's all it says.
Oh,
I like how I'm called
Christianity is
Owen. My
base.
name's on fucking screen.
apparently that one rap song "Jesus Is My N-Word" was like totally staged. That was fake.
Gio, what
What
do you
is
think of the
James-
trees over here? What do you think of the bushes? The
I
all
never-
the various graphics in this.
It's a very
Did they
well-designed
came
game.
out they came out with 3D Pokemon like fighting games, right?
Yeah, they had. So you might be thinking of the full-on, like the one that was like a Tekken 3D Pokemon. It was called Pokken.
Yeah.
I believe that was a Wii U joint.
But I guess like why didn't they
Fun
take
fighting.
off? I guess because
thing
Pokemon
of
was
it
always
was
like a
is that they-
side scroll game, or is
They
that
had
what they
never
call it,
actually
side-scroll?
put out a full like real 3D Pokemon game.
Hmm.
They would always do like these weird jive, where it would be, you know, here's a game that connects with your game on the Game Boy and lets you play with your Pokemon in 3D, but it's never never the game in 3D. They had something on the GameCube that was kind of that. James would probably know more than I would.
I know
remember
everything.
having a fucking Wii
But you'd
game,
figure
right?
like they
I
come up
literally
with a
know
Wii
it all.
game or something where it's like you could fight.
Okay,
3D
Caterpie.
All
Caterpie
right.
nickname. Here
We're
we
gonna
go.
name
Okay, we
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
let the
gotta
fans
be
choose.
good.
Don't make a rash decision here.
All right.
Okay.
I'm saying we name this
Excuse.
Caterpie Pisser.
Brock Killer.
You-
Brock Killer.
Brock Killer is not a bad. Well, it sounds like Cop Killer.
Doesn't
yeah,
fit.
so-
Doesn't
How about
fit.
we name our?
Caterpie.
Because I'm gonna use
Brock
confusion.
Killer.
Name him.
No, we gotta wait though, James. You're being too
Yeah, we
rash.
have to
We're
wait
like-
for the
I
people
was
in
thinking
this
of something
Because that's all we're
like,
using him for. We're just using him to defeat Brock.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
we're gonna think of the person with the chat here. They're gonna come
Wait,
up
what
with
did
a
you say,
spicy
Phil?
nickname.
Does Dingleberry fit?
I was thinking of something like, well, no, it just would be way too inappropriate.
Oh
if we
no,
gave
this is
him
the
a
Rod
appropriate
Trouser.
Trouser
What if we gave him
or
a
something
secret
like
Hold
that.
on,
known
Chris,
only to
Chris
us,
Hastings
which
has a
is
great
penis.
name. Chris Hastings has a great name. Joe Fritzl.
Oh God,
I don't get
Alright.
it. But
Joseph Fritzl
That's his
Stan
name.
account 1992.
Mr. Fritzl.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go.
Rod,
I
Rod
recommend it,
Trouser.
but-
Rod
Yes,
Trouser.
Rod Trouser.
Rod Trouser's pretty good.
That's a great one, Phil.
Oh,
Rod Trouser.
when we get a snake, that's what we'll name him.
Rod
We'll name him
Trouser.
Trouser Snake.
Yeah, Ekans. I
Alabama
don't know,
Black
do they,
Snake.
Do they have
This
Ekans
is pure
in this,
Alabama Black
yeah,
Snake.
Ekans is come backwards.
Oh man.
Oh, gee,
Apparently,
Full Jacket
Full Metal
reference.
Jacket is responsible for anti-Asian racism because especially against women, because they're hypersexualized as prostitutes.
Yeah,
So-
Gilbert Godfrey has been trying for years to find the woman that said "me so horny" in the movie.
Oh really?
I believe they might have done that. They might have actually got
Wow.
her on and talked to her for 10 minutes.
that's
Oh
not
my
what I
God.
remember from Full Metal Jacket. I just remember some guy shooting another guy and fucking.
Basically, it's really weird how it's two films into one. The first
I would
like,
almost say
20
three.
minutes.
That's like what
Oh,
everyone
yeah,
says.
yeah.
I feel like this is like what everyone says about
It's-
Full Metal Jacket, and then no one said anything else inside.
Did you know?
I would think
Two
of it
movies
as
in
a
one?
horror comedy. That's what.
Oh, we could even fit another one in here, but no, that's not gonna work. Joe Frizzle, that's fine.
Joe Fritz. Hey,
Joe Fritzl did nothing.
Yeah,
How do you
imagine
spell his
if,
name, by the way? Oh,
Doesn't
never mind.
matter. Doesn't
You're
matter.
doing Frizzle now.
You don't know about
Clever
Joseph Fritzl?
name.
No, I don't. Who is
Who
he?
is Joseph Fritzl and what did
He
he
was
do?
an Australian. What did he do? He kept his
Yeah, a lot
daughter
of
in this
gay sex.
dungeon, and
Okay.
he had kids with her and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, he became
Why
one of
did we
these,
name our Pokemon that?
He
Jesus
became one
Christ,
of these ironic
fellas.
4chan heroes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah.
People were
Why don't
talking
we
about
name
how
somebody
he's
after
from
the guy who kept the girls in the basement. What was that guy's name?
yeah.
Ario
Okay.
Castro.
Oh, fuck.
Ario
That guy was a
Castro.
legend.
Ario Castro.
Why was he a legend? Why is this guy a legend?
I had ribs with that dude.
Daughter and had sex with his daughter.
The best,
Like,
you know what the best part, you know what that reminds me of, James? It reminds me of the best part, nobody picked up on it, was when Frank Hassel was having that, absolute smackdown with Boogie. When Boogie was talking about how his father, taught him how to jerk off,
No.
and Frank Hassel just, blurted out, he's like, that guy's a beast! Your old man's a beast! And, nobody picked it up, not even Ethan Ralph, because everyone was just, totally out of it. But, I'm curious to know, especially James, what you guys thought of what happened last week.
With
The
what?
debate with AL.
I have no comments about what happened.
For what?
The AL stream.
Oh, I didn't even watch it.
Oh God! I was
I did some,
expecting your
tongue
fire
licking
takes on it.
and that was it at the end. I barely paid attention to that stream. I just did some crude joke when I entered.
I feel
Honestly, I think I've only watched one or two streams that I wasn't on.
oh God.
Oh, it's Chunkachu. Look at that.
Oh,
I feel like I should have
You
been
might as well
way
get him
harder
for
on it, but-
Misty.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna need that chonker.
Wait,
Nah.
you named Pokey? Oh my God.
Look how
Yeah, that's
huggable
his
he is.
name. That's our Butterfree.
Big
There-
Chungus.
There's surprisingly a lot of us.
I got my big Chungus right here.
Nice.
Wait.
nice.
That's a damn nice
Oh,
chonker.
there we go.
He had no limbs in this. He is just
Absolutely
an
based in red
amphibian
pill.
in the sense, he can
Oh
not
shit!
move.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have. Okay,
Oh, it
it's
shakes! Holy crap.
There we
Yeah,
go.
he has
Well,
the same thing
back
that
in the
Michael
day-
J. Fox has.
See, you Zoomers, you kids don't know what it was like back then. Because you had to, buy the cord to attach people's Game Boy
I think
colors.
the only Zoomer
Yeah,
here
I've
is
watched it.
Ewan.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I still know about that as well, so don't pretend I don't know about the trading.
Wait, Ewan, how old are you?
20.
20. Yeah,
Philip,
you
how old
I
are
should
you?
always say 15 just to make it like weird for like everyone.
Wait, how
I
old's
mean,
Tony?
it is believable if you said you were 15.
How old am I? I'm 2 years younger than Lev.
Oh, because you're my age. You're like 20 years old. Or 29.
All right, fellas,
I'm 30.
what do we name Pikachu?
Oh,
Chonker.
damn,
Let the
I forgot
banter
Lev
chew,
is like
remember that. We gotta let it stew.
I like
remember
Chonker.
that.
'cause that's what he
Chonker is
He's a
good.
Chonker's fine.
I don't
Yeah,
mind.
But
Chonker.
technically 30
Like,
years old
Chonker's
is like a
bad,
baby
don't
in
call
what
it.
Philip
Don't
does.
call it Chonker. Do
So that-
not call it
Why
Chonker.
not? No, Chunker's
But
good.
one we gotta wait for Twitch chat then too. If we call it Chonker, then
Why
this
would we
will
want to
just
please the
annoy me.
Twitch chat? This is our stream.
Yeah, but
Exact-
we're
no,
pretty
we gotta
reticent
please
to
the
call it
chat.
I was gonna
Chonker.
call
Bet.
him the N-word.
What does it take
Just call him the
really?
N-word. Just call him the N-word. and
What does it
neighbor.
take
Call him
like to
neighbor.
get it like really big on Twitch nowadays? Like, what is the formula?
You
It's-
need big boobs. That's the
The
formula.
formula is
Watching-
VR.
Well, like,
I've been
if you're-
watching those
VR
guys,
is
the guys
AR.
that are the big streamers, like
Virtual tuber.
Ludwig and that kind of
Virtual
thing.
tuber.
Who's the one guy like Turkey Tom did a video on that was like pissing people off? Mr. Obvious, is that the guy?
My dad.
So, okay, I'm waiting for the chat.
That's live stream.
The only good Twitch streamer is John, by the way.
Is Chonker
No.
good or bad?
No,
I like
no.
Chonker.
I think we should.
Chonker D.
Please forgive me, but I think we should name it Chonka Geo.
Oh god.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
Gio. Okay, there
Wait
you go.
till
Now I
Bulbasaur,
like it.
then name him Chonker.
Just Gio.
We're not getting a Bulbasaur. That's
yeah,
it.
Oh,
the
That's
way it
damn.
works is you
That
only get
ship
to
has
pick
sailed.
at that first part of the game, and that's it. You don't get a
I'm so-
choice of any of those other bastards.
But it's really
Yeah.
it's really weird. I was thinking about this the other day. No, like not well. I don't know. It's like at one point, like I was saying this to Astral and Remus. I'm like, well, on the one hand, it's like, yeah, I should have been a bit harder on her. But on the other hand, it's like, you know, you don't want to be awkward and you don't want to be like, you know, come off as like a spurg. Because there was some stuff she said that was kind of like, I wish I would have pressed her on. But it was kind of like she, you know, it's funny because someone I think it was either Kathafi Anon or it was it my buddy Parallax Optics who said, like, you have to realize that everything she's done, like, she'll lower your defenses with her, you know, this aura of like, you know, Ayala. But the one thing I wanted to press her on was when she said that she was like helping guys, like preventing them from anheroing. But I'm like, yeah, I should have
I
said.
remember that.
I'm like, yeah, that's kind of true. But then it's like, what's the other thing? You're
It's
like
not,
basically.
though.
It's
You
not
can-
because you're confining
Why
them
people
to being
suicide
pay
as well?
pigs for you. Like, what's better? Okay, yeah, they don't kill themselves, but then it's like they're just becoming pay pigs for you. They're having a parasocial.
They might as well
Relationship.
kill
Yeah.
Solution.
The
Her
parasocial
solution is
thing
intimately
always
tied
goes
up
to the-
with the cause of the distress.
It's so
Yes,
of the
yeah,
entire
thank you,
generation of
Philip.
young men.
So narcissistic.
Exactly.
I will say, Gio, I will say that you acted the
I'm
perfect gentleman in that
attracted.
stream,
Oh,
and I think
thank
that's
you.
enough.
I was aiming to be.
If I was there, I would have not acted like a perfect gentleman for the
I
rest.
think
I
Ayala.
didn't, so.
In fact, I think
Dominating.
Ayala knows about you, James. She like knows about the fucking.
Yeah,
when-
Lev told me that
when
she
posting
specifically
on
did
the
not
account.
want me there, where I'm like, all right, I don't
It
care.
would have been
I-
like every time she spoke, it'd just been a big L.
It was a big fight just to get Verse on too, because originally.
Yeah, but it
Oh,
worked out
man.
with
It
Verse,
worked
I
out,
mean,
it worked
Yeah.
But
Verse
like,
was a perfect-
I don't know. I feel, yeah,
She
like,
probably she had more to fear with Verse than me.
oh yeah, definitely.
It's
but-
more just like the women's posting L thing. I think that's
Yeah,
what made
There
it.
has
There's
been
a lot of
Ayala has
people.
been featured on women posting her.
Dude, I
her-
feature so
Actually-
many girls on there that I don't even know who's been on it.
Exactly. That's what I told her.
like, but that was
Like,
another
I
thing.
didn't even know
on a
who
long
she
enough
was.
timeline. On a long enough timeline, they're all gonna post an L.
Oh yeah.
So
definitely.
can we just go back to the fact that like a woman's so narcissistic that she's saying like her beauty is like preventing men from committing suicide?
But
here?
if
Can we
you-
just like talk about that?
Oh.
Very abusive.
If
Well,
you
it's
if
actually
you
kind of a
read,
Lindy claim, though.
it is kind of a Lindy claim, but if
Yeah.
you read her guide, it's very conscious and mercenary. Like she has tips on how to like cultivate a very rabid fan base by doing this, and it's really like if I made a conscious decision before to like not browse her her older tweets because I knew if I did that, then my anger would sort of like take over because she's had some like
Yeah.
Really,
girls
really
that,
fucking-
that know
Oh,
how to
man.
work guys.
But she does talk about
Based on
having the
using words.
disclaimer on her
yeah
videos.
true,
I don't even think she's that bad. I just think that like one thing with the whole like, oh look at me, I'm pretty and I'm
I think
professional.
she's-
It's just a bit
she's
Piss me
worse
off.
because she's conscious of the fact that she's doing this. That's
Yeah.
what separates her from the average like e-girl.
Right.
Or
A lot of them
cam
don't
person.
realize that they're working guys, but the ones
Yeah.
that are good at it, they know they're working guys, and they share tips on how to work people.
Yeah,
Surely
she,
if you've got
she
an
has a whole guide
OnlyFans
on how to
account
work
in the
people.
0.1% that you just know that you're using guys for money, surely you
Right.
know at that point.
I
It's
feel like Ayala is like, to compare it to, what would be a good female wrestler example? It would be like,
wrestler.
it would be like
Lillian Garcia.
Someone with like that lacks talent but thinks they have talent, which is kind of weird.
Miss
'cause there's-
Elizabeth.
Yes, yeah, it would be like where you're working so hard that you actually believe it becomes a shoot. I think that's like Ayla. Like she's worked so hard. Like I think she works herself sometimes, to tell you the truth. Like that's the vibe I got
Ooh,
in this stream. So
it's pretty bad to work yourself.
yeah, never work yourself
Ooh.
into a shoot.
Right. Like I try to keep the kayfabe alive and be like, listen, guys, I'm not really a bastard. It's all a gag.
That's a surprising thing. I think like when people discover that there's like a mind behind like troll accounts, like with you and with Menace to Society, it's
no,
like
no B-roll.
And with me too. Where
yeah,
people-
like when people discover
Yeah.
that like it's
They're like,
not
what do
just
you
some
mean? There's a
chud.
person
like I don't
behind
actually hate women. I'm just a grifter.
Right. Like Menace
Oh,
is a
man.
sweetheart. Like he's just the nicest dude in the world. He just has the saltiest, spiciest,
Pecker lips. Oh
go
my,
for the ass tweets.
I just realized it's Pecker lips. Oh my god.
Kind
We're
of looks
just
like a
ruining
pecker
the-
lips.
Yeah, good old sweet pecker lips.
There's just the problem with Twitch. Well, okay, we're talking about the AL thing. Yeah, it's like a huge moral hazard. And like if you watch her tweets that came after the stream about how like she would throw these parties with these like rationalist nerds, and they would do stuff that like these Burning Man like grad students that go to Burning Man would do.
So, like weird orgies and drugs.
Yeah, and they would have like certain rituals where one person would have to like wear something else, or they couldn't do a certain thing, or they have like a crying room. Like there's stuff that I
Crying
knew
room?
people
What
in
is that?
university.
They just have a room
did
to go
stuff.
cry in.
Yeah, and they
God,
would
what a
have
bunch of
this.
fucking losers.
Well,
Yeah,
these
what-
people are
Advertise at
rationalists, so they
OnlyFans,
don't
then, while you're
want
crying in the
Like, I
room, you
remember
advertise
asking
at
a girl,
OnlyFans. Like, maybe this will help you while you're crying. It's just
She
fucking,
was
that's
telling
how
me she was
gets
really excited for Burning Man. I was like, why are you wanting to go to Burning Man? Like, what? It sounds like a mess. It's like, we do drugs and have sex. Like, okay. Now I understand.
my one
That sounds
supervisor,
awful.
he went back like in the 90s when it was still good, but now it's like corporate hellhole. So it's like a neoliberal Burning Man.
Yeah.
Awful.
But the problem with AL is I feel like when you combine this like frying your brains on psychedelics with rationalism, you get like basically the worst form of
Fart sniffers?
liberalism. Yeah, it's the people that tell you like go to therapy type of like basic bitch white women who it's like the worst form of
Prison.
like fedora tipping with psychedelic like neo hippie type of stuff. It's like damn, like
I feel like
Basically, Christopher
doing
Hitchens on
live
ganja.
stream, boys is worth more than any session of therapy.
oh boy.
Just hanging with the boys.
But what in general is that wrong with the rationalists' viewpoint? See, it's so weird. Like, we've had so many fucking streams on this one issue, yet I am still not able to figure this out. So,
Well, it's because
Are they not very rational?
Sorry, who are we talking about rationals again? Are we talking about the
Okay.
atheist kind of types? Like, who are we
well,
talking
no,
about?
well,
Skeptics.
most of them are atheists, but like they're like
Oh,
the
those guys.
they're like
What is this name? The fucking really famous one, a bit like the James
Young?
something. What's his name? What's that fucking James something? The one who like debunks all of those.
Oh,
Like,
James Randy.
fraudsters.
James
Yeah,
Randy?
the people who like James Randy and the
it's kind of like that, but like the thing
Yeah, I meant
with-
to bring up James Randy. We were talking about the abras and cadabras.
Oh, there
He
you go.
had exposed the dude that bent the spoons.
yeah.
Years
The guy with the
before, but
mullet?
the spoon bending guy.
Yeah, Yuri Geller.
Nintendo.
Yuri Geller.
Yuri Geller, oh that
But
one.
the spoon bending guy, the thing with him is that he sued Pokemon, he sued Nintendo
Yeah.
for using the design of Kadabra, because Kadabra sort of looked like Yuri Geller in a way.
A little
you
bit,
know?
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, But
think
then
that was
recently,
only recently resolved too.
yeah,
Not
recently
being
he apologized. He says, "I'm sorry that I did this, and you're welcome to use Kadabra." Like I think for a long time, Pokemon wasn't even allowed to use
20-year
Kadabra.
battle. That was
Yeah.
last year. They finally
it was
settled
fun.
that. Wow.
That's crazy.
Dude was super bitch mode for forever.
I remember hearing about this on Coast to Coast where they interviewed Yuri Geller, but he's got like some other ideas that aren't like too out there, but like when it comes to like the attributes he claims to have, he's kind of like distanced himself.
Oh no!
Oh!
Caterpie, my
Joe
first
has
death.
died.
But anyways,
This
to
was-
answer Ewan's question, okay, so the rationalists are like they're not like the YouTube atheists, but like a lot of them are atheists. Like I think most of them, but basically they came from like Less Wrong, which was like a website run by Big Yud, and a lot of them they basically wanted to like take rationalism to its like absolute limits to the point where they came up with ideas that were kind of like proto-accelerationism. But a lot of them like broke
Rationalize
off.
anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like rationalize anything and everything. And
Man.
a lot of
It's
them,
not being rational, it's rationalizing.
well, like okay,
You can
this is
rationalize
where,
anything, brother.
yeah, like NRX sort like Knee Reaction
Hey,
sort
Gene.
of like came from them, and it also came from like the libertarian movement. But
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of those people broke off because Big Yud like had this huge spurg out where he's like, no, I don't want Moldbug posting anymore. But like a lot of the people like Rocco.
I've heard you say
Milcevic,
Molebug so many times, and I have no clue who the fuck he is.
You
That
don't
would
know
be
who
a good name for a
Curtis
Pokemon,
Yarvin,
by the
though?
way. We should name one of our Pokemon.
We should have named
Molebug.
We
Caterpie
should.
Molebug.
No, but just to clarify, I'm not like I wouldn't consider myself a mole. I mean some things, but like I'm not put it this way. I'm kind of like Apex. I don't consider myself like a hardcore Moldbugian. But anyways, so that was a subsect of it. But then what happened was rationalism sort of like went the same way as atheism plus, where
Oh god.
lot of,
those
like, the-
jabronis.
yeah, like a lot of like the Ayala people and the Kathy Riezowitz types, they like invaded and they like talked about like they would have these really weird ritualistic things that was
They tried
like
to make atheism into a religion.
Is
pretty much. Yeah.
Isn't Kathy Reisenwitz the one? Isn't she the one with that avatar? You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
she-
Yes.
Yeah, where she's like a dude's like behind her and she's some like bondage type signaling. But Kathy Riezowitz
People
is
are
the
so
one that just
damaged.
did.
These people are so psychologically and spiritually damaged.
Oh,
It's
you should see
tragic.
some of the tweets that she has. Oh my god. Like she basically wants to take like the worst parts of like radical feminism and like apply it to like libertarian type stuff. Like abolishing
Nightmare
the
fuel.
yeah, like abolishing the family but anarcho-capitalism.
These people should be in prison. They're
Oh
sick.
god, Kathy Riezowitz, she just has some of the most ghoulish tweets. Even I would say she's even worse than Ayala in some ways.
These
but
people
she,
are sick.
yeah. What did she destroy? I think was it Reason magazine or was it the Federalist that she destroyed? Philip, I think it was the Federalist, where she like, no, it was Reason magazine. It was
Yeah, it
Reason
was Reason Magazine. I know
Yeah.
she's employed by Reason, or she's written for them.
Reason used to be like a haven of like more edgier libertarian stuff in the 90s, but then like these like nerds
Yeah.
came in after Ron Paul, and it's like Nick Gillespie wearing his leather coat. They all wear leather coats, like him, Moldbug, Big Yud. They all
Yeah,
wear
it's been
leather
called
coats.
Sneederan now. He's doing this for you, by the way, Remus.
Yeah.
He doesn't like AIDS. Lev hates AIDS.
I don't like AIDS. I'm not a fan
He
of
loves
the
Sneed. Loves
Oh,
Sneed.
you
hates
should name
AIDS.
this one Snooky.
Oh,
Nobody
ancient
No,
likes
that would be the
reference,
nine.
That would be the
ancient
female.
millennial reference.
2009.
Remember when Snooki got punched? That was like
Yeah.
that was a
Oh,
cultural
I,
moment.
Well, that's
I
the first
Was that
time
the
I ever
first
knew of
episode?
Snooki.
I
Was it
moved
the first
Snooki in high school.
No way.
Yeah, she was doing a book signing. Wait,
Oh,
I don't remember now. It was either Snooki or JWoww. Because I remember they both did book
I don't know if
signing
I could tell them apart.
at the
she
same
could
place.
read and write.
It was one of them. It was either Snooki or JWoww, but I mooned them in high school
Nice.
because they went to the
Whoa.
bookstore by
Absolutely
my high
based
school,
in red pill.
and they were on their way to their car, and I yelled their name, and I just fucking pulled down my pants and mooned my ass.
There's so much fun. There's so much fun to me in a pressed ham where you have somebody put their ass to the window and honk
Oh,
the
yeah,
horn
and you
so
spread
everybody
'em.
looks.
Dude,
Yeah.
mooning people is like it's classic. It's so
Yeah, but would
fun.
it today be considered in our day and age to be like something
I'm
that would
sure
land
it's a
you on the
crime.
sexual,
I'm
like
not
the
encouraging
sexual
anyone
offender
to go
list?
do
Like
it.
it would
Oh,
completely
dude,
destroy
it
your
would
life.
get you.
Yeah,
Never
well, I
done
was
something
underage at the
like
time, so
myself.
it's fine. So if anything, they would have been the sexual offender.
Yeah,
True.
It's like,
they
did
were
you,
turned on by your hot ass.
Exactly.
was it just
My hot
just
little
a full moon, or
boyish
did you give him a fruit bowl?
It's going to be taken out of context.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
nobody clipped that
what's-
ass.
I don't know what's more shocking, that James mooned Snooki, or that
Snooki?
Snooki could read and write a full book.
Shocking.
Oh, it's more shocking.
We
You
all
for
know
the
that
longest time I
Snooki's
was
a
only
rationalist.
familiar with the South Park parody of Snooki.
Oh, where she's like a gremlin-y,
Yeah.
looking thing.
That's where the reference came from, was Butters, where he's like, should I moon them guys or give them a nice fruit bowl? Zoomers do not know what the fruit bowl is.
Give me a nice fruit bowl.
It's crazy. It's crazy though. Like circling back to that, like how many things were so harmless like 10 years ago,
Yeah,
which now
we were
would be
kids.
like considered like.
Yeah,
This
if
is
you pissed on
this is
somebody,
boomer
it'd be a
talk.
crime.
Back in my day, we could do this. We could
Oh,
do
man,
Back
this.
in
if
my
you could
day,
moon-
you
if
could
you could
moon a
moon someone
celebrity
now,
and it
that's
was
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Like, I work with guys who tell stories that sound like the Little Rascals. It's like, yeah, you know, we took a log, me and my brother, after we smoked cigars, and we rolled the log down the hill and accidentally tore up a guy's shed.
Back in my day, we used
Okay.
to be able to stick our forks into electrical sockets and no one would stop us. But nowadays,
Look,
Yeah.
In my day,
when
they
I was a
let you
baby,
do.
I almost did that. I wouldn't have been here
Back
right
in
now if
my
my father
day.
didn't grab me.
used to be able to say
In my day, Joe Biden told me it was okay to do it.
Back in those days, you could say just about anything. I'm doing my old Groucho impression.
And now I'm gonna list all the words that you were allowed to say back in my day.
I was
So I
like,
think
I was like
back
the
when Joe
degenerate
Starting
Biden
with
was
next
N,
serving
you
as
couldn't say this
provincial
on TV.
council in Judea.
I think the strategy here, by the way,
Totally
guys,
is.
is going to be to just bring in other Pokemon, because I don't think I'm going to be able to take on
we've
anybody
still not,
with
we've
this
still not
character.
gotten to the
Needle.
first
I wonder what kind
thing,
of
have
stuff
we yet?
Methuselah
Nope.
got up to as a boy.
No, because we're talking about James's idea here
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it
yeah.
comes to
Like
inventing
training
fire?
up the
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm
Butterfree.
I'm the actual Pokemon master here. I'm
No,
actually
no,
putting-
but dude, I did a run through of this game a couple of days ago, just using Charmander. Now I did it at 400 speed, but I was
Nice.
able to get Charmander to like level 13, and it didn't take that long. I bet it wouldn't even
Yeah,
take that
sure,
long.
I
without
think
the
I was
Like,
in
increase the
speeds.
speed.
and he completely was able to beat. He was completely
Oh,
able.
Oh
to
wow,
beat
you go to
all
Yeah,
another
it's
that.
level
just like,
from a
it's annoying,
staircase.
though.
Staircase. What's the staircase?
Like he went down a staircase. He like went to another level. Oh look, he's back again.
No, it's not the staircase. It's
Oh, what
the,
is it?
It's a
It's a-
door.
it's a
Shed?
door.
It's
Also,
the immigration
currently-
office.
Currently working on putting together a Blastoise
Is there
VMAX
like a
deck.
Pokemon?
Who's
like-
this little pipsqueak?
Is there like a Pokemon eugenics program where you try to like make them evolve?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
actually, there is.
There must
Oh,
be
wow.
It's called,
shows like that
you
in
actually
the
breed the
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah, you breed the Pokemon.
So you have like Pokemon like breeding farms where you
Yes.
Yeah.
like take the best. Oh my god.
Yeah,
wow.
you breed them, and if they don't have the right stats, let them go.
Dump 'em.
Oh boy.
Pump them
I
and
wonder-
dump them.
I wonder if they have like all of like the
Oh, I can do
like
this.
bad like the genetic mutation
Yeah,
Pokemons.
it's
They
so
just, like,
funny
discard
that
them.
a role-playing game podcast, one of the girls that was hosting it was upset at the language that she was using herself. She's like, yeah, I have a Pokemon that's a move slave, but I don't like using that word.
Oh wow.
Well, HM slave, isn't
Right,
that
HM
right?
slave, that's what it was.
Yeah.
HM little bitch. That's what we have to call them. now.
So Gio, let me tell you about HMs. HMs are abilities that, except for a few like Fly, which are good, they're usually not that good to have on your
Fly's not the
roster.
good one. Surf is the
No?
good one. Fly's
Yeah,
okay.
Surf-
Fly's not bad.
Fly's usable at least. Surf is the one that's actually amazing. Waterfall is good if your water Pokemon's a physical attacker. But other than
Look
that,
at this guy
it's
with his
mainly
pro
just
strats.
Surf.
I
Although
still
there have
think
been
that okay.
ROM hacks I've played that have made strength good because then they turn it into a rock move, which makes it good. But
I mean, look,
wonder,
this is
like-
just gonna take so fucking long leveling up this fucking bug, while I could have just gone with my fire attacks
Yeah,
on
go
Charmander,
fire.
leveled him to Charmeleon already, and then just like gone hard on Brock and
I feel like you
annihilated
should just
him.
go to Brock and see what happens. Just like fucking.
No, I know what's
Fuck
gonna
around and
happen.
find
which is
out,
why,
Lev. Fuck
which
around
is
and
why,
find out.
which
Exactly.
is why I'm just saying
Go
that.
spend all our money on Pokeballs anyway. That way we lose nothing if we lose.
I'm the
I mean, look,
Pokemon
I can-
master here. What the fuck do I know,
I
right?
ca- Yeah, what the fuck do you know? I actually know how to.
Yeah,
I
I'm the
did
masked
this. I did
bastard.
this a
What the
couple
fuck
of days
do
ago.
I know?
I did this a couple of days ago. I know I'm not walking in
It's
the
not
right path. of the forest
unbeatable.
here.
It's just easier with the fucking Butterfree.
But it takes
I
time
remember-
to level up the Butterfree.
Yeah, and
That's-
Charmeleon's
We don't even have a
still gonna be
Metapod, do we?
useless
Do we
against
get
fucking
Metapod?
Misty.
No, we are using an official.
Well, what about Butterfree?
No,
Butterfree
no
gonna be
emulation
useful for
here.
Misty?
We're good boys. SGC. We're good
Wait,
boys.
wait.
Emulation.
Hold on a second here. When it comes to Misty, who is better to take on Misty? A bug Pokemon or like I don't know?
bug man?
You get an
I mean,
Oddish, right?
the best thing you
Yeah.
have to take on Misty is Pikachu.
Go to Mount Moon, get
oh,
the
yeah,
Oddish,
you get Oddish.
and
Oddish.
problem
Pikachu.
solved. It's like you guys are making such a big deal out of this poor little Caterpie here.
You're the one in
He's still on
control,
level
though.
6. Yes, but okay,
What
you know
levels
what?
do you
Fuck it.
level up at?
Look, I'm gonna try to. No, he's not gonna survive this. I'm gonna go to Boner King.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm gonna concentrate on my Charmander. I want to level up Charmander.
Concentrate on the Charmander
Yeah, look,
breeding pod.
Charmander is
Focus
just like
on
level
its
8
core.
right
We
now,
could end
which
this.
is ridiculous.
The
That's not even
area.
fair.
16 where he. Why do I know this still yet? I believe it's 16 when he evolves, right?
Yeah, so
No, wait.
we're halfway there.
Oh,
We're
just
halfway
started
there.
to remember that. No,
Now ask me who the 17th president was.
No.
a gay man.
Exactly.
Here. Enough of this bullshit. Look, I can use Expert Share later on if I really want to evolve the rest of the Pokemon. But
Yes.
honestly, this is fine.
Yep.
I'm just gonna use Boner King from now on.
BK.
BK. By the way, speaking of BK, how did that whole Burger King ad campaign work out with the women? Like, were the
It
women on their
was a
side?
fantastic ad. I went and had Burger King that day.
That's very consumer. Wow, Burger King said they hate women. I better go buy 7 Whoppers now. Now.
There's a lot of guys that did that.
I was one of them.
Just go buy
Fantastic.
$10 worth of chicken nuggets, which is a crazy amount of chicken nuggets at Burger King.
See, the thing that I don't like about a lot of these chicken nuggets is that they come from more than one chicken. So not only are you're like getting multiple karmic debt. Like, it's one thing if you ate like one animal that had a bad life, but imagine just like eating little pieces of all these animals that came from different levels of painful existences. Like, what
That
would
just makes it taste better,
I
love.
put a little ranch on mine.
You could probably put a mouse in there. You know, that mouse that was...
If you're acting like the person in, like, you're acting like the corporation's not responsible for the karmic death there, like.
well,
I
the
don't know
people are
that.
the ones who buy it from the corporation. People have a fucking choice.
Yeah, no,
Did you
I
guys
get
ever
No
hear about,
ethical
what happened
consumption
with
under
Critical Role?
capitalism. Let's get real.
There's
no ethical consumption.
Yeah,
under
there's a
capitalism?
popular Dungeons and Dragons live stream, Critical Role. They did some kind of deal with Wendy's, and people lost their minds over Wendy's because
Oh, man.
Wendy's it was something with the lettuce was not sourced ethically, and people freaked out on them.
No, not the lettuce. No, of
Yeah.
all things. No,
Oh
my
no,
lettuce.
unethical lettuce!
No.
Oh
No.
That should.
Oh God, no! Oh God, Jesus, God, and baby Jesus!
love how,
Don't buy
like,
fast food in the first place. It tastes shit, and you can get something. You can, if you like, learn how to cook. It's like it takes like what is it? A couple sessions to learn how to cook something decent.
Yeah, I'm a pizza
make
guy, to
something
be
better.
honest.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can
a
make
pizza guy.
homemade pizza fucking easily. Tortilla, you know, learn how to make a good tomato sauce.
God.
tortilla. That's a prison pizza right there. That's...
Exactly, but it's fucking better. No,
Do you cook
I'm
it in
telling you.
Nevada? Do you take out like a bucket
Drinking
of water
wine
and like
gin?
put
Yeah,
the stinger
exactly.
in there?
Obviously. But I'm saying you don't fucking go to fast food places. They hate you. They don't.
Oh,
respect
I made
Oh, and by the way-
that joke and like
Yeah.
nobody
No, I
that
know.
tweet did not go viral
No.
where I said that people that cook what's it called, souffle or whatever, where they put the bag in water and they like cook with the heating element.
Oh,
It's
the
like
Suvet.
Sous vide, yeah, I'm like prisoners basically do that with the stinger in the federal pen. It's like you're cooking with a stinger.
Oh, by the way, look what I have, guys. I have some broth, some
Yeah,
chicken broth.
you could make
Nice.
dough, but it's
But
like.
in the UK,
Sip,
apparently they
sip,
have.
sip.
Wait, Lev, have you been keeping kosher for Passover?
Well, I guess it's from a kosher chicken. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
by the way,
Lent this
happy-
year, I was
happy
just gonna
Passover.
give
You've
up.
been eating bread since.
I've been eating some matzah. By the way, I ate
Matzah?
some chocolate matzah
Okay.
today. That tastes pretty good. Maybe there's a piece left that I could
Matzah?
eat later.
Wait, chocolate
For this
mozzarella.
stream.
Hold
Eating
on.
lots of yatsa, Jerry.
Chocolate mozzarella. Hold on, there. Back
Well,
up
where
here.
Ewan is from, the prisoners actually have pretty decent food in the UK, apparently.
Well, I don't know enough about anything, so I don't know about like
Oh.
prisoners in the UK.
Yeah, what
so.
does a UK prison look like?
It's what you call outside, but tish or something. Just every
They just
household.
send
The
them out to
UK
the
is
woods.
the UK
There you go,
general.
boys.
There
The
you go.
UK prison, I think it's pretty similar to American prisons, but like instead of black people, it's Muslims. So
No.
Asians.
You mean
They're called Asians.
Asians. They have
Yeah.
Asian gangs.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Asians.
easy to get to school though, because people say because there are actually a lot of like different Asians other than Muslims. When anyone says like Asians, I'm always like I have to ask them, do you mean Muslims? Because it feels a bit deceptive.
Well, technically, the Pakistanis are like the places.
yeah, they
where
are
they
technically
come from.
Asian, but some people will say like Asian to mean Muslim.
But
some people
but
mean
that's
Asian
what they.
as in, like,
But see, that's
Chinese.
what the BBC. That's what they call the. To not
The
be racist.
BBC.
I got a friend in England. He calls it London Stan.
London is.
That's
Gotta-
No,
what
Gotta
I shouldn't
pop
say
out
that.
of
It's
me.
not just Muslims. The prisons are made up of either Russian mafia people or
Ah,
like
yes.
Muslim gangs.
Yeah,
or
there's a lot of Russians in
I picture Chavs, those
in
guys
England.
being in prison.
London.
What you got there? I'm in prison.
Oh, like the London real estate market is pretty much owned by Russian people that came there to escape Vladimir Putin. The oligarchs said he didn't want to play ball with Putin. They
Well,
basically
some
went
of
to
them
London.
escaped him, and some are still in London influencing the government there on behalf of the Russian government.
Oh!
So there's a mix.
Ah!
Yes,
Yeah.
Gio.
Blue Anon!
Putin's,
Russia
Putin's
hoax!
palace. Look up
Blue
Putin's
Anon!
palace. Spent
course.
$100 billion on that fucking
Russia's
thing.
never done anything bad ever.
Never. Well,
Well,
except
get
for
into
that
like
one
politics
Paid
above
for by
like a
Russia.
county level, it just turns into fuck. Like above a county
Well,
level,
you know-
any form of politics is just fucked. It's
Well,
like,
I gotta say though, at least Russia never colonized Africa.
Yeah, that's
They tried to.
did
They
they?
wanted.
Well, Ethiopia, sort of. Basically, modern day Eritrea, there was an attempt to like
Name
carve
a
out
country
little
on
There,
Earth
there
that
were
didn't
the
want to
North
colonize
Africans
Europe.
that did get to Russia in the Silk Road, I think. Was
Well,
it the
they
Silk
tried
Road?
to
Yeah.
they tried to colonize Afghanistan,
Yeah, that's what
and
I
they
was
also
thinking of.
and besides, when you're talking
Rambo
about
kicked their ass.
Two
Oh,
times actually.
fucking
Mhm.
kid, I hate
Of
this
course,
part.
you also have to remember that the Russian principalities were under the Tartar yoke for 240 years.
Mm.
True.
Besides the western parts, which were quickly gobbled up by the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth.
But like the ruling class
Also,
in
Russians
Russia,
were sold into bondage as late as the middle of the 19th century in Central Asia, the Ottoman Empire, etc.
No, but that's the thing. Like Russia is like a mix of because they're basically like in between. Like even the Russian like character is in between two worlds, like the East and
East and
West.
Western, yes.
But when it comes to the ruling class, was like the Rus always like the ethnic makeup of the Rus was like the ethnic
Rus.
makeup of the ruling class, or
It
was
was
it?
usually Norse.
No, not at all.
Oh, really?
In fact, it started out when you have people like Rurik. He was a Scandinavian guy, and he was
They were
like the
basically
original.
Swedes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow.
And then you had others who ended up conquering the Russians, who were also Europeans. Like most of the czars of
course.
Russia were native Europeans. You know,
Of
you had
course,
Catherine the Great. She was a German princess. All
Wasn't
that.
Peter the Great was
Hey, Peter.
Of course, Ivan the Terrible. Of course, Ivan the Fourth's mother was of Tartar origin. Was descended from a Tartar Mirza
Oh,
who had
even Peter the
converted
Great
to
was
Christianity. So he had
Yeah.
some
They were-
Asiatic ancestry.
They
You
were
know, he had some of
responsible
that.
for inventing tartar sauce.
So Peter the Great had like some Turkish in him, or was that just like?
Well, it's possible. I mean, it's possible that he was a dirty bird when it came to Hannibal,
God.
because there are legends having to do with like, you know, Hannibal was his son, but also something more. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna speak any further on it, but you know, that stuff happened back in the day. But look, he raised him up. He became a general, and then his
Elephants.
grandson became
Great-grandson,
Pushkin.
I think.
Yeah, thank you. Great grandson became Alexander Pushkin, the great Russian writer. So
And members
you
of
know,
the Pushkin family, and of course members of that family married into Russian and Baltic German noble houses. So,
Mhm.
so essentially, you have you have a noble family of partial African descent, partial
Oh,
East
wow.
African descent that was ennobled, and that came to own vast estates with hundreds of serfs.
What you're
It-
telling me is that they were kings.
They were kings, yes.
He was.
Mm.
They were kings indeed.
That's right.
In a sense, yes. We can't necessarily apply our narrow Americentric lens to Russian history, but I see
I
the
can.
woke neolibs doing this constantly, of course. And although Russia, of course, is a geopolitical rival and in some ways a threat, the hyper focus on Russia on the among the woke neolibs is for obvious reasons, I think, because they're perceived as although it's more complicated than that in reality. But
in a way, I wish they didn't act the way they did towards Russia in the public media sphere, just because they're extremely unattractive in how they do it. At least that's what I
some of
find.
it's
Like
kind
the
of
whole...
racist.
What's kind of racist?
So some of the statements that have been said by major political figures like James Clapper.
Oh yeah.
God.
I mean, again, it's like, this is the loser brigade when it comes to the kind of people who advocate for things that, like, you know me, Gio, I am not a fan of the Russian government, but the fact that they do it, it just makes it so cringe. You know what I mean? Like, they ruin it.
Well, here's
for
what the
people who
problem
actually-
is with
yeah.
the Russian thing is that it's like, it's literally like, I can't even think of a worse nightmare ideology than like these old boomer basically like woke neoconservatism, where they like play patty cake with the woke people, and like the Lincoln Project is like this normie lib type of thing.
I don't know.
Psyop.
Is it the worst thing in the world though? Because
It
again,
is like
if you
literally
live-
the worst ideology I
you-
can think of.
if you
It's just
live-
insufferable.
It's
just
totally
really
insufferable.
Okay.
It's like
It is
this
insufferable.
like
Okay, but
it's
this
this
may
like
be.
neoliberal appropriation of on the left of like Cold War McCarthyism of like the
Yeah.
Russians. Instead of Russia being communist, it's Russia's fascist now. So it's like
They always need a bad guy, somebody to be the boogeyman, somebody to be the one that they point to and go, these guys, they're the assholes,
Yeah.
not us, brother.
But what were
Yes,
you
but
gonna say?
of course
Lon?
they're severely
Well,
limited.
it doesn't mean
They can
that
target.
Russia is not doing horrible things in its own
Of
way,
course.
and
Well, yeah,
it
true.
doesn't
Yeah,
mean that
Russia-
the system. Okay, Gio, if you lived under the Russian system for a couple of months, I bet you would want to go to Canada as soon as possible.
No,
Now,
I would be
yeah,
Putin's culture czar. I would.
You-
I
you
think
would
the
replace
point is
Dugin.
that I think the point ultimately is that while Russia does pose, as I said, a geopolitical threat or geopolitical
especially if they
foe,
go. If they,
it's
yeah.
a declining power. Of course, it's a nuclear power, and we should be concerned about that, but it's still a declining power.
Yeah, but the problem is not even Russia by itself. The problem is Russia and China in the
And
mix
Iran.
together.
No, but that's what I mean. This is why I think Giorgiani is right. I think like if America were to embrace the fact that they have this,
They're
thing
not
with
going to go
Russia-
for it. I wish
No, they
Giorgiani
won't.
was right.
They won't, but
I
that's
wish
just-
Giorgiani was right. He's wrong. Just because
How
the
is he
Russian...
wrong?
I'll tell you how is he wrong. In a world where the Russian government had a different mentality growing up from a young age, he would be 100% right, and I would
No,
be with him in that
true.
regard.
But the same is applied
They're not
to
gonna
America.
make
as
friends
well.
with America. They're not gonna make
No,
friends
it's
with
not
America.
going to happen. But the problem is that that's just going to drive Putin into the hands of the Chinese. That's really
But he's being
know,
driven into the hands of
Putin's
Chinese
Chinese.
regardless of whatever America does. That's the big problem for me.
I don't know.
I wish- I
Putin's
wish
also a
Giorgiani was
pragmatist, and
yeah. Putin is
very
a super
interesting.
pragmatist.
yes, so
Putin's Chinese.
he views forming a coalition or an alliance
I don't
with
think he's a
the resurgent
pragmatist.
China
I think
with
he's
Iran,
Chinese.
etc.
He was a
I
pragmatist.
just think he's Chinese.
If he
That's
does
it.
look a little
He's
bit more
one of
Chinese
ours.
Well, you
now
never
than
know
he
in
used
Russia.
to.
They do have some of them have
I think-
Asian characteristics.
I think Putin has Finnic ancestry from like the Perm
Yeah,
region up in the
yeah,
far
he does.
north or something.
No, I
So-
really think that that's the plastic surgery talking.
Ah.
He has plastic surgery that makes him look much
That
more
makes him look
Asian.
Chinese.
Bro.
Yes, exactly.
But the problem is that the ruling class in Russia equally hates America the way that the American ruling class hates
Mhm.
Russia. So that's never gonna change.
I don't think the ruling class hates America. In fact, I think they
They
like
don't-
America
they
and Europe
they
for
don't
their
hate
for
America,
their
but
stuff.
they
They like
do-
to extract. They
they
like
do-
to spend money. They,
They
like to
don't
spend
like-
money.
I've never
in
met
America.
any country that's hated America. I've only
But they
seen positive
they
things
do
towards
hate the
America.
American, like the sort of the DC machine.
Everyone
As
loves
a direct
America.
threat to-
America's the greatest country in the world.
Even the
but
people
I'd,
in Antarctica
I'd
love America.
modify that and say that most of the world has a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
No, most of the
They-
world's in
They
love
love
with
us 'cause
America.
they
No one's
hate us.
ever hated us.
They
We've never
they
done
enjoy
anything wrong.
our culture or
Now,
lack
that's true.
thereof.
I think
But-
the main thing with Americans over here, right, like why people don't hate Americans, they just find them very annoying because they know that they've got a lot of power.
Britain is basically.
Yeah, but I mean, like in America, we just hope all the British people die. So
It's a national
Just put 'em
tradition.
all
By the
in
way,
boats,
everybody,
you
send
I
out
think
the
that
oceans,
you
and
did-
have
you
fun.
might, James, but
Hold
you
on,
might,
everybody. Subscribe. This is my own personal
fuck's sake.
YouTube channel.
make sure to
This is my
smash the
own-
like button if you
Exactly.
support.
Yes.
Everybody
British
like and
genocide.
subscribe.
But
Like,
I think, like, I mean, when it comes to America and Britain, I mean, America really is like British Empire 2.0, but like less overt about it in terms of like empire, because
Who are
It-
you?
it-
I'm you. But
We're a
better.
lot more ruthless.
ruthless in terms of the fact that it's a lot of like marketization of the world in terms of culture, the culture
Right.
industry. But when it comes to like Britain actually ruling colonies, I think like America, they really, like the ruling class, they really want to get back to like the neoliberal thing of like, well, we're going to spread democracy throughout the world by invading and bombing people. And it's like, it's not going to happen the way that they think it's going to happen. Like that time has like kind of passed, unless they like get what they want and like they go after Iran or something. But then like China would probably, I don't know, it's really weird. I feel like they want to, like the American, like Washington people, they want to LARP as like the Bush years again, like the Bush, like this weird like mutation of the Bush and Obama years. But the culture itself is too like cynical to like just let them do whatever they want. Because I remember, like I was old enough to remember like after 9/11 where people were like, yeah, just do whatever the fuck you want because it's like, you know, the terrorists hate us for our freedom sort of deal. But it's nowadays it's like totally different. I think people, they're not going to buy it. Hopefully, I don't know. There are people that do, like there's people that like follow, like I said, the Lincoln Project and other things like that, where they'll like do and say whatever like the Biden people tell them. And it's really like the fear of like Trump coming in again is like another big motivator. Like, oh my God, Trump's gonna come again. He's gonna.
Oh, Trump's coming.
I've
Trump's
better
sitting
bring it
somewhere
down.
now, jelking, getting ready. He's coming.
I've seen
And when he
some
comes, oh brother.
I also really liked that little aside thing that we had during the Ayla Girl stream where I just started zoning out and there was a guy named Gojira in the chat, so I just started making up a story about like what would happen if Godzilla would have sexual intercourse with the planet Earth through the Agartha hole, and then
Oh my
first it started with Japan. It started with like what would happen
Always
if
starts with
Godzilla would
Japan.
come and like all of Tokyo would be covered by Godzilla splooge.
Well,
That-
and
that
then,
was-
like,
we
mutant
all
babies.
saw Blackzilla on the Chappelle show, where Chappelle decided to make love to
Not
a
for
volcano.
Zoomers, sorry. You gotta
Has
make sure
anyone-
you hate Zoomers some more by saying Zoomers haven't watched Chappelle's show. You gotta make sure you say that before you.
Has anyone here seen the Hideaki Anno short film that he directed for Studio Ghibli a couple years back? The God Warrior Destroys Tokyo.
No.
Well, I can't. I never
Well,
heard
I'll
of
see if
that
I
one.
can find that. It's a it's
Is that
basically the
like
Studio Ghibli
Clem's-
equivalent of a sort of apocalyptic
All right, let's see.
Godzilla kind of.
I think I gotta get Boner King to level 13. And
But just
then-
when you say that, right, Philip, I just imagine Lev's rendition combined with that, and it's just like Godzilla flapping his massive penis onto Tokyo. That's what I just
Oh,
imagine
okay.
that now as the new.
There-
like,
there has
Slapping it like
been-
a beaver,
there has been
like a beaver
Rule
constructing a
34.
dam.
Exactly.
There has
exactly.
been.
Oh, it's basically a prequel to Nausicaa. Interestingly,
Oh, God.
depicting the 7 Days of Fire. That's in the prologue.
There has been like I feel like there's been animations of this like Godzilla erotica. It's-
Oh, there
Of course.
absolutely.
But
has.
anyways, Lev, why would you bring this up again?
so
Lev
speaking of
loves like
Godzilla
dirty erotica stuff.
We
He
were
loves
talking about the
Fat
Iraq.
Nala,
We were talking about the
Sneak, all
neocons,
these
and then we
things.
went to Godzilla.
Oh, there was
coming.
something I wanted to say now. There was something I
Everybody's
wanted
excited
to
for
say
Godzilla.
about. Oh, yes. That in a certain respect, the United States of America is a kind of liberal secular caliphate
Yeah,
that
that's
spreads its values through a kind of holy war akin to that of early Islam.
there was a period where there were books about this. Like I remember when Benjamin Barber was really popular, Jihad versus McWorld.
Mm-hmm.
And there was also this one by Thurston Botsporstein about how like Islam is a form of futurism going against like the American
Well-
culture industry machine, which
Well,
is
they're
really
both-
a weird book, but it's true, kind of.
They're both imperialistic. It's just that the United States is a trillion times more powerful. Neoliberalism is a trillion times more
Yeah.
powerful, in spite of the Saudis and all.
But
And
there,
besides,
but how
intertwined
much,
with neoliberalism.
But
Although,
here's what I don't get though. How much of a lot of this stuff that we're talking about here would just go on in general, regardless of any interventions, regardless of any wars? If, let's say, we have all these different states, there's technology, people like the technology, people like going online, people like starting businesses to make money. So what all of you guys are describing, what exactly would the alternative to all of that be, if not for, let's say, some kind of a dictatorship, or hopefully the alternative could be more of a decentralized
So you're
patchwork
thinking
thing? I don't know, but it's
So
like,
you're thinking
well,
something like Star Trek with the Federation, like a post-scarcity society. What
well,
that would look like?
not even that. I'm just saying that if we're talking about alternatives to this American machine, I'm actually just thinking, like, what are the alternatives here? What exactly are we talking about here? Because
Well, there's a couple that have been tried and they've always failed.
Well, we have insular nations like North Korea. You could say that China is its own insular nation in a way, but I don't like a lot of the things I'm seeing there. So from choosing like the best of the worst, it's almost like I know that the way that the neocons, neolibs, that the way they do things pisses Geo the fuck off. It pisses me off too. But the reason why it pisses me off, and I think Geo would agree with me here, is specifically because it's just insulting. There's just something insulting in how they pander to the woke crowd, but at the same time, it's almost
it's
like...
insulting. Okay, it's insulting.
But maybe that's what it takes. Maybe that's what it takes at the end of the day.
It's insulting because you have these crotchety, old, perverted men, I have to say, old boomer gay perverts like the Lincoln Project, that basically want to lecture people that voted for Trump about how evil they are, while they play patty cake with people that ostensibly like want them in the grave against the wall. And it's really disgusting the way they like these old like every stereotype of like the like Jim Crow conservative you could think of. It's like they're going around talking all this like sassy Stan Twitter lingo that they're like, you know, young boy intern that they probably like tried to molest tells them about it. And it's like I can't believe people still follow these guys when all of the demons, all of the like skeletons in the closet of the Lincoln Project where they're like gay predators. It's just like I can't believe this.
No,
man.
Gio, I understand that part.
And it's the
but
whole
I'm
Russia
making-
gay thing, and it's like, oh
But
my
I'm making
God.
peace with it, and here's why I'm making peace with it in my own way. Because if you were to take a look at, let's say, some
Did
of the
I say Lincoln
policies-
Project is a gay predators? Gay predators, gay predators. Sorry.
Okay, if I were to take a look at some of the policies that Biden's administration is in support of right now, it almost seems like what I said on several streams back, that when Trump was going out and when he was saying all these different things, I think a lot of the people on Biden's camp, or, you know, on Hillary's camp back then, would have been more like, you motherfucker, why would you say that out loud? Of course this is what we're all planning on doing, but why would you say that you're building a wall? Now we're gonna have to vote against building the wall. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it almost
well.
it almost seems that his boisterousness of coming out and telling the truth is a strategy they don't like using, because they know that telling the truth is going to inflame this side, you know, the far left side that they want to seduce in their disgusting old person way. But this is why I see that seduction in the disgusting old person way as maybe not being the worst alternative out there out of what is possible in a you know, technologically advanced society.
Well,
And
no,
again,
it's
I
the-
want
it's
alternatives, but where are they?
To me, it's the worst because it's essentially people who are. I know this is like such an overused word in like intellectual circles, but it's like sclerotic power, like basically trying to put on this new face of like, well, this is what the kids are into. It's like Joe Biden going up there talking about like all this like feel good, like, you know, type of stuff that you would see in Tumblr in 2015.
Yeah.
It's like that. To me, it's just so cynical and disgusting. And it's like, I don't know, like Trump had a genuine, like, despite Trump being like the first postmodern like president, whatever you want to call it, post-truth, he did have this like genuine spirit of like he didn't care what he said, and I feel like a lot of people, that's why they identified with him so strongly.
Yep.
He just didn't give a
Loved
fuck,
it.
you know what I mean?
He
But
knew
the other
very
question is,
clearly
can
what he was
people-
saying, or what he meant to say.
Like
And then he would
what
just
he
let
said.
it go.
Like yeah, like what he said had like massive like ramifications for an ordinary president. But with him, it's like you literally like he would tweet against somebody, and that person was like gone from Washington in like that second. And it was like, you know, it was like, damn, like, I don't know. I think that sort of weird cultural moment of like actual brashness is so, they want to desperately like quash that out in the afterbirth because they don't want like, but I feel like it's a Pandora's box. Like after Biden,
Yeah, you don't want to
what's
open
gonna
that
happen?
box.
Yeah, like it's just that the left they're gonna probably harness it, and then they'll find like I don't know some like Chapo cell to like go up there. AOC when AOC is old enough.
I'm
But
very
then-
curious to see where things go. I could
Yeah,
very easily
mhm.
see AOC flip flop and become far right.
Oh
Seems
god,
like that kind of gal.
Castizo
Like if
futurist AOC.
she got canceled over something, what are the chances that
Yeah,
she?
her and,
all
her
right,
and
He just
now-
puts on like a
Fuentes.
white hoodie and just like starts like changing her fucking.
I feel like
I
well,
love seeing
AOC
the
is just a
flip-flop.
mouthpiece. But
I
like,
love a flip flop. Whenever somebody is like super duper
Have a
far
foot
left
fetish.
and then does the like the switch over, and is like, all right, now I'm far right.
I
And they
noticed
just
it
act
goes.
like they've always been far right. That's the
Has there
funniest
been an
thing in the world.
example of that though?
Oh, there's tons.
Isn't Lauren Southern a bit like that?
There's tons in the other direction,
Right?
but like not. I don't know. Well, Lauren Southern was like I don't know. She's just a grifter, but like
Well, yeah, but
she's
Still
been.
flip-flopping.
She's kind of like the opposite. Like she came out where she's like, oh, I'm not like a white nationalist and all this stuff, and it's. I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like with a lot of this stuff for me, I just wonder like if any of it actually fucking beneficial. Like it's kind of juicy to hear sometimes, but then it's just like you know all the Brexit bullshit and shit like that. Like how is this actually going to help me to become like a better person? And most of the time, if I generally think about it, it doesn't. But it's like it's decent conversation, but it's just like it's like pontificating about like UK politics or American politics on my end going to like help me, and I just end up having to stay quiet. But I feel like anything I would have to say is just going to end up being bullshit. So I don't know.
But at the same time, like the UK, it's in some ways it's even more transparent than America
Yeah.
because you have
Oh, it's super transparent.
you have like a public broadcaster, but also like like Britain is like such a class-based society. Like recently with the whole Piers Morgan thing, which is it's kind of hilarious how like Piers Morgan is edgy by the standards of British
He's become
media.
the edgiest
He's just
dude in the world
annoying.
now.
He's not edgy.
No, he's a
just annoying.
turd. He's a turd.
He's annoying. He's not
He's
even like
totally
turd. He's just a
controlled.
bit annoying.
He's like a real drippy turd.
He's like his whole purpose is kind of like a controlled op of like
Mm.
he says edgy, like halfway edgy things, but yet it's like I don't know, like the whole what was the recent thing?
Well, it's just because he's a reporter, isn't he? He's a journalist. He says things to bait.
Well, do you remember that interview with him and
Broke
Alex
people.
Jones, where
Oh,
Alex
that
Jones
was
was
hilarious.
talking about him being a hatchet man for the New World Order?
You're a hatchet man for the New World Order.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
1776 will commence again. But what's her name? The wife of Ozzy Osbourne, Sharon Osbourne.
Sharon,
Yeah, she got
Oh,
canceled.
God, not
Yeah.
her.
Wait,
Yeah.
she's
What
not
did what
you
did
don't like
Sharon
her,
do?
Ruin?
She defended her friend Piers.
Oh
and-
my god!
On the reality show or whatever she was on.
Oh, don't talk about British panel shows. You're gonna get me started.
Yeah, British panel
That
shows,
all-
bro.
that- one of the
Oh,
worst
yeah.
things
The British
about our
panel
country.
show.
Along with our
about Britain.
oh,
They're-
Britain.
Britain is like
hello.
they're like literally the I think didn't all the American panel shows basically like start in Britain and then it like sort of went
Yeah,
over?
yeah, they've sort of ripped off. Well, the one
Yeah,
guy
sure.
owns
You
them
don't
all.
have any money?
What's his name? The one that banged Amanda Bynes. Shit.
Oh,
me. That was me. I banged her.
Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell.
Wait,
Yeah.
Simon Cowell
Simon
fucked
Cowell
Amanda
banged?
Bynes?
Oh hell yeah, he did. So did Seth
he, like,
Rogen.
double
Or
team
Seth
with
Seth
Dan the Man
MacFarlane.
Schneider?
And Dan Schneider. Yeah, that was the rumor was Dan Schneider, but Seth MacFarlane for sure. And
Seth
Simon
MacFarlane
Cowell.
went with Amanda Bynes.
Oh hell yeah.
All right,
Oh my
guys, here we go.
God.
I'm about to
Are we
battle
a panel
Brock.
show now?
Oh,
and we're
shit.
talking
Here we
about
go.
fucking-
Here we
Oh,
go.
We're
shit.
talking about
This is
celebrity
epic.
shit. Let's start
Epic
talking about
battle.
Let's
My
stay away from
best
rock
friend
power
in
defense.
elementary school like unironically watched the Amanda show. I'm like, why do you watch the show?
Oh, it's
bro?
horrible.
Why?
I watched it once and was like, what the fuck is this?
I watched some pretty ghastly stuff when I was younger, though. I remember I would stay up like Teletoon late
Why
night,
is
whatever it was
Brock
called,
shirtless?
and I'd watch like
What are you
John
doing?
Callahan's Quads, stuff like that.
There's
And
a
my-
lot of like that period of Nickelodeon is just like, what are they doing here? Like, this is
Yeah,
just creepy.
yeah. That
Like
was because of Dan Schneider.
Yeah.
That was. But
Wait,
no,
why
but like,
King.
shirtless? Can we answer that question? Why is he just chilling without a shirt on here? It's like, I don't.
is what's her name still a thing in Britain? The one that makes fun of people.
Which one?
They're really annoying.
What,
Oh, Katie Hopkins.
The psyop, the person who's not actually like real or genuine in any way and is entirely constructed just to make.
Oh, there's a lot of those.
Well, I know, but Katie Hopkins is like the pinnacle of that, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe she's genuine.
But- By the way, I think James is gonna have to eat his words.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Alright.
You just burned that
Queer
fucker.
King used
We're going to burn this mother out.
Yeah, it's not very effective, my ass. This
You've
is
got
the
to
first
burn
boss.
that mother
Yeah.
out.
He doesn't
Look at
though. He's
that.
covering
Geo,
it,
dude.
Remus. He's covering his body up. He doesn't
You
want
got
to
roasted,
He's
by the way.
insecure.
dude.
Where
Oh,
is
I
James?
forgot about
Look at
I
this
wanted
right
James.
again. He's insecure.
All right,
Look at
wait,
he's
is
covering
James
himself up.
I'm right
Is
here.
James here?
I'm
When
right
I was
here.
in school, I
I'm,
used to
I'm
argue
building
that
my
all the time.
fucking Blastoise V Max deck.
Okay, are you ready to read your words, James?
I'm ready to eat
Roxanne,
some
no
dinner
order.
Because you wanted me to
I'm
waste
hungry.
time with fucking raising Butterfree, which
Who
would
was
have taken
named after a
forever.
serial killer
And
in
now-
Australia.
Now I'm just gonna give a little bit of yes, bide, whatever. I'm just gonna let Sneederand handle like little. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It
Get
doesn't
him,
matter.
Sneed.
I had
doesn't
a
matter.
friend in elementary that like would
Chan-
call me Geodude.
No, not Chantra.
I'm like, why do you call me that? He's like, cause in Pokemon there's Geodude. He like pulled out his Pokemon that the teacher like confiscated 12 different times. But like,
Look at that.
dude, like these Zoomers, man, you don't know. We had to work for our video games back then. We had to work for our music
They're
back
not
then.
insane though, Remus. They're not insane forearms in this. Like in other ones they might be, but they're not that insane. I don't know why he's his top's off. He's just like, I guess he's like working out. Like that's my main thing. But dude, just I don't know. Put a shirt on, man. Like you're not picking up any women in the Pokemon gym. There's all men in the Rock type gym. It's a men only space.
Do women play Pokemon?
Well, not in the
Actually,
Rock type gym.
Pokemon's
Yes.
more
Yeah.
popular
Yeah.
in Japan with women than men.
Yeah.
No, but Japan doesn't count. That doesn't like Japanese women do not count. That was like anything men like. they
Stop
like, they-
Asian hate, Geo.
It's
Yeah,
like how.
Gio, you're hating my people here.
Oh man. Well, it's
So
like
bad
how
I don't roast Twitter very often. Fuck me.
but like in the West. Well, no, Japan is kind of like the West, but like in North America, they're like, I think there are like women Pokemon people. I think there are Let's Players who do that.
I know
stuff.
there's women that post L's.
Well, yeah. But what is the most like female friendly nerd culture thing like out of like is
I
it
think why you
Pokemon
completely
or is
pick
it
up anything-
I mean, probably Harry Potter.
no well Harry yeah but like I mean like
Unless you
I'm
don't
with
wanna
James on-
count, like,
I'm with
that.
James on that one. I'm with James on that
yeah
one.
Harry Potter but like I think like at this point it's Harry Potter's like nerd
Yeah,
culture
but it's
for
still like
girls.
annoying. Well, it's like nerd culture, but it's basically just like I am not dateable culture. That's what it is. It's like
Yeah,
Well,
I
the
mean,
guys
I
are-
don't wanna count that
Harry
as
Potter and
nerd
Disney.
culture, then maybe
Yeah.
Pokemon.
probably Pokemon or well Sonic is like exclusively for autistic men so
Yes, like
kinda-
Terrence.
And Lev.
oh
Cleverly
boy.
is like the classic Pokemon audience.
Now my
I find it
strategy
really-
is-
Sonic.
Okay.
I find it really weird how like nerd culture has just colonized everything like that is like how people get married because of nerd culture. You give nerds
Dreamtime,
that.
wish
I mean, I
I'm
still
coming.
consider
You
Pokemon
Thanos
I've ever
take
had.
the Wonder Woman in your hands. Yes. Now,
There's like
consider-
legit LARP weddings like that. It's hilarious.
Oh,
I
That's like
consider
Boogie.
Pokemon
When
like
Boogie
high-
got married, he had the Star Wars, the lightsabers.
He did the full lightsaber Star Wars.
Yeah,
wedding.
yeah, he did that.
We're gathered here in a galaxy far, far away and a long time ago to join Boogie and this woman in holy matrimony.
Oh,
Hello,
what was her name? I forget.
I'm Alec McGinnis.
Shrek wedding. Shrek
No, it's true. There's
Oh,
this even
God.
this fight.
Look,
with,
look at
like-
that
These are
Shrek
not the
wedding
memes
photo
we're
in
looking
chat.
for.
wedding.
Oh man, Chonker got screwed.
Oh
No, no,
Chonker!
that was all part of the plan.
Multiple
Oh,
Shrek weddings.
Yeah.
Multiple Shrek
Exactly.
weddings.
Trust the plan.
One of us has to go
Boyaka
down.
always has a plan.
How did that thing go? They expect one of us in the crash, brother.
Multiple.
expect one of us to have gay sex, brother.
Oh Oh boy. Oh, Onyx. There you go.
Here we go. So I think my plan is working. This motherfucker's probably gonna use a potion on this guy or something. I can feel it. So I mean, I'm pretty confident that everything's working out in my favor right now. But let's see. Let's see what happens.
Boner.
Let's see. Yes! Yes! In your face! In your face! I did not need to use...
got him.
Boss,
I
I'm
did
gonna
not
moon you on
need
Twitch
to
now and
use-
get you banned. So.
James posting their L's online. Oh no!
Look
Boner
at that.
King,
Look at that.
learn
Look at
to
that.
lead.
Look at that.
He's just moved. Luckily, you didn't see that on stream level.
Was
I
that
know,
a
that's the
female-
only reason why I did it, because I knew that
Yeah.
it wouldn't show up on
Was
the
that a
stream.
female presenting ass?
Yeah, look at those
Female
forearms.
presenting.
There are no forearms.
That's in the
Remus.
Twitch TOS.
He's just naked for no reason. Why?
You have female presenting nipples. You can't show them.
Exactly. Brooks hiding up
Yeah,
his nipples.
apparently,
those
like
TOS
that's
safe.
true. You can't, like, not even a guy could go shirtless on stream
Yeah.
on Twitch.
I mean, what about your blue paint, Ewan? Would that count as...
I'm
now
not
he's
sure,
doing,
I don't
now
know, I
he's
don't think-
doing it.
No, there you go. You're fucking.
Yeah. And imagine, if I were to follow James' advice, I would have still been leveling up my Caterpie.
Yeah,
as
we'd have
this-
been
Not
there
if you
all
put it
day.
on
ass.
4 times speed.
Well, we're not doing that kind of stream here, my friend, okay? So, I'm sorry. And by the way, everybody who's watching it, subscribe right now to...
Games is
Four
actually like
times
you need
speed.
strategy in Pokemon.
More
It's
like
just like you just
4
fucking
left
times
stream.
speed.
Sub to
Do
Lev
not
and
need
watch
strategy
some of
at
his
all.
classic animated shorts,
Yes.
his award-winning animated shorts, which I watched
Please.
a couple nights ago
Thank
and
you.
found and greatly appreciate. I greatly enjoyed them.
The
Aw,
one
thank
has
you.
Vladimir Putin in it.
It does, yeah.
The one
that's
has
the treat.
Putler in it. Putler.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, thank you, Philip, for the music, but I don't think I'm going to make the game anymore, so I'll use it in something else, because I think I really should not make games at all. No, I'm going to use it,
Ah.
but it's just, I should
Well,
not
just don't make
games.
X's. Like, make flashes. Although
Yeah.
they probably don't use flashes anymore, right?
Well, I don't know, but I'll just, like, do something else. Like, making games is just a ball ache for me. Like, I prefer making, like, animation-esque stuff. Like,
Ewan,
weird
why don't you
videos.
It's
keep
fun making a game.
We say? Gio, sorry?
No, why don't you keep making it?
I don't fucking enjoy doing it. I feel compelled to do it rather than, like, wanting to do it. It's like, there's
Yeah.
always
It's a
compulsion
buttload of
in
work
it.
to make a game, brother.
Oh,
like
I'd
just
imagine
the
to
putting
code
it
out.
together, like.
But it's like it's not even that bad because it's a visual novel, but it's still just like, and it's not like a fucking anime like esque one. It's like my own weird art style thing. But just I want
Right.
to fucking.
You
do,
could have that
do something
program
else.
that makes visual novels.
What's
the one
that,
Yeah, that's what I'm using that.
You
I'm
could even
using
do
that.
like an HTML thing, like the Depression Quest girl did.
That's yeah.
Oh,
Zoe Quinn
no.
she did like this cheap like program thing where she like had a
Yeah.
scroll over.
Was Depression Quest, was it a good game? I've never...
No,
It
I
was
cannot
not a
imagine
good-
it would be.
There was like this one, was it some like Kotaku soy that like what's the guy's name? Jacob Geller, like where he tried to argue that the game was like, well, actually, it was a good game. It helped, help women with depression.
Yeah, I
It's
played
like, no,
about
it's
10
not a
minutes
good
of it
game.
and was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm out.
Yeah, you just.
Like,
played it
I don't
for
even know
the
if 10
game
minutes, like, however long it took me to read through, like, the first, like, 2 paragraphs, I was like, oh, this isn't for me, brother. Like, the music and all this stuff, like, it's trying to bum me out. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm watching the Three Stooges.
All right, boys, I gotta get going. One of my friends just got here. So.
All right, James, thank you so much for being here, brother.
James,
I really
always
appreciate it.
blessed.
Stream.
Always blessed.
We got-
Subscribe to MK
Subscribe.
Ultra Money on
Yes.
Spotify and follow
Everybody
me
like
on
and
Twitter.
subscribe.
And then subscribe to Levstream,
That's
which
right.
we're on right now. You're
If
watching
you
the
need-
Levstream. I'm going to be doing drawings, by the way, later on as well. So not only am I going to be playing Pokemon, but I'm going to be doing live stream drawing streams where I'm going to be making new Lev cards. And these are things that I'm going to be promoting the hell out of as well.
NFTs.
It's gonna
Yes,
be White Boy
NFTs.
Summer, boys.
That's going to be the
All right,
next thing I
peace
try
out.
and do is
Take
NFT.
care.
See you, James.
Sorry, what were you going to
So,
say, Gio?
I also will be drawing, maybe I'll be, but physical drawing.
Do you-
No, I was gonna
yeah.
say, Ewan, if you need any tips on making a video game, I happen to be good friends with a Candy Crush dev. So
No, I don't. No, it's not like I want.
you
It's
know
not like I
what?
need tips
Someone
to
knows
make
that
it.
reference.
If you need
Oh,
a
okay.
celebrity endorsement, I happen to be good friends with Ice Cube.
Hey, Lev,
Of course.
we're good friends with a Candy Crush dev, apparently. So if you know that reference, who I'm
The
talking about.
Candyman can.
But the thing is with like making a game, I know you're like joshing around, but like I just don't like making.
No,
games.
I'm not even joking. He probably is a Candy Crush. But anyways, that's just a lot of internet drama. That
I think what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna like my next thing I should try and push for. It's
did
like
Remus
both...
say? Did Remus say in the chat who that was?
No, he did.
But
No, but-
anyways, no, but yeah, I mean, it is a ton of work. But...
No, but the next thing I'm gonna try and do is before is I'm just gonna. I think I should try at least doing something for NTFs, and I have a good idea for that. But it's like whether it would like go anywhere. But if not, it'd be something fun to do artwork for. So you know.
What was your what's that genre of game you called it?
Visual novel. Yeah.
Visual novel. Yeah, I was gonna say. It was like, is it visual novel? But what was the whole premise of your?
It was basically a sequel to something that I made ages ago in a week called Steve Michelson's Guide to Accounting, which is basically just a shitpost where like it's basically some guy like narrating and just pretending to be an accountant, but then getting interrupted constantly. But then this one was Steve Michelson's Guide to Surgery, and the whole like basic premise was him getting distracted from doing a vasectomy. But I don't want to finish it, so I don't like doing it. It's like a funny concept. But...
It feels like a chore than just something.
that reminds me of the one Flash game where like you kill people in your office. What was it called?
Oh fuck! What was that one called? No, it wasn't like that. It was more like I can send you Steve Michelson's Guide to Accounting, but that might like I don't think I'm gonna make any more games. Like I just think I should stop. I'm gonna make a YouTube video saying stop making like unfinished business, which means stop making games. I have about 20 prototypes. I should stop making them. I never finished them. I have 20 prototypes of games. Like I swear.
By the way, I forgot to update the fact that I have a badge. So what this program allows you to do, not automatically though, but it does allow you to go in here.
Yeah,
boom, there we go. Now you see I have the stone badge or whatever
now
it's
you
called.
see it. Yeah, I think it's the rock badge, stone
Rock
badge. You know, a ground
there's, like,
badge.
There's like tons of people who did like the video game stuff, like the Flash games. Like a lot of them came from Newgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a Newgrounds guy back in the day.
But like it's funny how a lot of them, like they had, like even just like stupid meme ones like Kill Your Boss or the guy that did Joe cartoons. Like this was before like Steam and all that, like before they could monetize it.
Yeah.
So they were just doing it out of like the pure artistic nature.
Right. They just wanted to make a badass game that people would like.
Yeah.
And
I met the Joe cartoons
every time there was any sort of like crazy tragedy, the next day the Newgrounds would be flooded with here's all the games based off of it.
Yeah, like September 12th.
You remember when Steve Irwin died? Somebody came out with a game called Terry Irwin's Revenge.
Oh
you play
god,
as Terry
that
Irwin
one
with a harpoon shoot, and you
hell yeah,
fight
September
the
12th. That was like one of my favorites.
We ever get the time machine, boys, we got to go back and kill that damn stingray. We'll strangle that son of a bitch. I'll club his head in. Like that, we went somewhere and they had the stingray tank where you go up and pet the stingrays. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Did they ever catch the stingray that killed Steve Irwin?
If they did, I'd go spit on it right now.
I wonder if they did. That would be like they'd like preserve it, like they'd stuff it, you know.
Did you ever hear what his last words were?
Yeah, it was
I'm fucking dying.
Oh, what
he said he pulled the thing out and realized what was happening and goes, "Oh, I'm fucking dying."
But
and there's like a moment of silence there as we all realize, yeah, he was. Like it's very sad.
But they just couldn't get him. Like they couldn't do anything for him.
My understanding was that they were out in the middle of the water. They were shooting stuff for the little girl's show. They had been shooting stuff for his show, and he saw the stingrays and was like, "Oh, this would be great for my girl's show. Like this would be a nice little thing." And so, like he had the thing like in his hands, like you know how you hold a dog or something. And he started to kick and jump, and the way it stuck him in the chest. And then like the thing, like the barb come out and the thing swam off. Is my understanding. And then he pulls the barb out, and that's when he realized, oh shit, I'm bleeding out like a stuck pig out here. Like this.
Oh god.
Good. And just like it supposedly told the guy like, I'm fucking dying, man.
That was completely avoidable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact like
part is that it
was so tragic.
Anyway,
of all the things too, like you see video of him playing with rattlesnakes, like going up and poking them and stuff. Oh, it me a chipper one here, you know, and all these like crazy venomous black mambas and copperheads, the cottonmouths, all the most dangerous snakes in the world. And what kills him is a stingray, something that they have at petting zoos.
Well, as they say, the angel of death creeps up on you unexpectedly, swings his scythe, and
it's crazy. It's a crazy story. I love that dude. I thought he was a fun guy. Like, you know, hearing the wife talk about him, you know, years after the fact was very sad. Like, she was on one of those talk shows talking about how he was her Tarzan. Like, she always wanted to meet her jungle man, and she met him.
We don't have
like
authentically wholesome.
Tarzan.
We really don't have authentically wholesome people like that anymore.
Yeah.
It's not incentivized by decaying carcass of a civilization.
Yeah, I wonder if they would have canceled him now, because he had a little bit of heat. He did the thing with the baby in one hand and the chicken in the other, throwing stuff to a crocodile.
Oh,
like that. I want to say that might have even been that same year that he passed.
Wait, that was with Bindi?
I think
that was with
Bindi or if it was the son, but he had done something like that where he had the baby in one hand and he was like 10 feet away from the thing.
Fellas, I have breaking news, by the way. I have breaking Twitter drama news.
All right, break the rules.
Apparently, Glenn Greenwald, I can't believe this, Glenn fucking Greenwald went out of his way to own friend of the show, Campbot. I'm not even joking. They had a Twitter spat, and Glenn Greenwald just fucking like, oh my god, this is amazing. But Glenn Greenwald took time out of his busy day to own good boy, friend of the show. No, I'm fucking kidding. This is amazing. But anyways, yeah, so let's go.
Is it true that Campbot reads 5,000 books cover to cover a year?
I'm just happy that Geo, you can
5,000
say this
Wikipedia articles.
I don't have access to Kantbot's Twitter since.
Well, me neither, but I've been informed by I've lurked. So, anyways, about Steve Irwin, that is a good point. There, I feel like that's why like people globbed onto Bob Ross when they put him on Twitch, because it's like there's this weird sort of like craving for wholesome culture, but the problem I feel is that like it's sort of like an infantilization where like these, you know, Tumblr people are like, oh my god, Bob Ross is like Asperger, I need him, I need his vibes, and it's like,
I wonder if they knew he was a drill sergeant, how they would feel about him.
Yeah,
would that recontextualize their feelings about Bob Ross?
Well, no, it goes into it because the mystique of Bob Ross is that he was a drill sergeant and he denounced. I got all my
yelling out, boys.
Yeah, like he denounced.
I heard he was a
ruthless
businessman.
Oh, like there's a whole undercurrent to Bob Ross that people don't know about, and it's like he was a ruthless businessman, and he basically screwed over his mentor, Bill Alexander, who I feel has even better compositions than Bob Ross.
Frankly, though, he's not as objectionable as Thomas Kincaid. He's nowhere near as objectionable.
Yeah, I just want to address something in the chat real quickly. This is the second time today someone's compared me to Lewis Capaldi. Do I look like Lewis Capaldi? I don't get it. I feel like I'm more attractive.
You mean Truman Capote?
No, Lewis Capaldi. He's some rubbish pop singer, and I always get compared to him.
Oh my god!
And I feel like I look more attractive than him, and it kind of feels like an insult because
I love the British curses, though. By the way, like rubbish.
There's this like attempt to like Bob Ross is like everything is just totally mind fucked by politics nowadays. There's this attempt to like make Bob Ross into like the left liberal hero, whereas like Thomas Kincaid's this evil cutthroat right wing capitalist.
I'm curious.
Which he kind of was. Like, he wasn't like that right wing, but like he was a fundamentalist Christian that like happened to be like it's the whole. But it's like the whole story of like, oh, he was a hypocrite because he died with booze and pills, and it's like he preached like he did this like larger painting for the Billy Graham church there. And
could we make could 4chan make Bob Ross the new alt-right symbol?
Oh, I think they already have. I think the art board on 4chan, the CI board, has tried to do this. But it's funny, like they call him in the Solar Sands video, the one art critic called him the George Bush of the art world. But meanwhile, like George Bush has made
George Bush is the George Bush of the art.
George Bush is the but George Bush has made some of the most horrendous like neoliberal kitsch I've ever seen in my life. Like I literally want to do an article about how George Bush's paintings are bullshit.
By the way,
Like-
this Pidgey is pissing me the fuck off. I fucking hate these accuracy lowering motherfuckers. Because you want to get it over with and it doesn't let you get it over with.
Yeah, he's missing.
You know, it just keeps using sand attack. It keeps just jamming sand in my
Pokeball.
face.
Pocket sand. Huh?
No Pokeballs. This is a trainer battle.
Oh. Aren't I a stinker?
Last for somebody.
There
Come on,
was
just
this
one.
one.
Just one.
There was
What's
this one
hit?
viral video where the dude
Finally.
proposed to his wife. The ring was in a Pokeball.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, there was like a
That-
TikTok.
Does he
No,
go,
that's
I
going
choose
too far.
you!
That's going
I
too
And
choose
this is
you.
what
That was the
happens.
punchline. I choose you.
Oh, fuck off. Right, fuck off with that.
Right.
Yeah,
I bet they felt real
Oh,
clever.
God.
I bet you that they felt
So clever.
This is what happens when ties of
Oh shit!
kinship
Oh shit! Oh
have
shit! Oh
been
shit! He's
dissolved.
evolving. He's evolving.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The
Oh!
organic culture has been destroyed.
Yeah,
Boner
exactly.
King.
that's
Geo, what do you think of Charmeleon? What do you think of this guy?
I always did like Charizard
He's
back when I was a
buff.
kid.
He's buff.
He is.
But
buff.
Power.
is Charmeleon different than Charizard?
It's
Yeah.
Charmeleon is the in between.
The teenager.
So, I want to say
Oh, I
30.
see.
Once he turns 36, that's when he becomes Charizard. That
he-
sounds right.
He started to
Oh, I
browse
see.
4chan now. That's what happened. He's going from
Do
Reddit to 4chan.
Pokemon did they like die a natural death or they die in combat all the time?
There is a graveyard in this game.
Yeah.
where
Wow.
There are
people
ghost
visit Dead
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Yeah. But there are like separate ghost Pokemon. Like this is what I always.
There's
didn't understand.
ancestor spirits of Pokemon.
No, but like when a Pokemon dies, do they become like Haunter, Ghastly, Gengar? But those are like different Pokemon. Like there aren't like ghost Pokemon of existing Pokemon, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like there's not like a ghost version of Pikachu. There's
Yeah,
just,
but
like,
isn't like what is it, the Ghastly, right? Isn't that like Voltorb's like ghost because they look alike? Isn't that like
that
meant
would
to be
make
a thing?
sense.
That's
yeah,
what I
but then
would
what
think.
about all the other Pokemon? Like what?
Oh yeah,
what
I
is
don't know.
Emily-
Pokemon's inconsistent. That's how I like think about it.
Is there religion in the PCU, the Pokemon Cinematic Universe?
I wonder. there
There's a
probably
graveyard.
is.
Well, there is
There's
a
like a
graveyard.
I think it would be
neo-pagan.
like Shinto inspired.
Yeah. There's like
Wasn't
an
that a
ancestor
thing though? Like
worship
I heard
thing
a
going on.
conspiracy theory about like what is it? The Pokemon was trying to convince people to get into Shinto. I didn't read the full thing. I just saw that.
Yeah,
little headline
Pokemon was a
bit.
conspiracy to convince young children to get into Shinto.
Mm.
That sounds suspiciously like Team Pokemon on South Park, if you recall that. But
That was amazing.
Yeah.
But American a big bulbous penis. I feel like South Park. There is like two eras. There's like millennial South Park, and now there's like Zoomer South Park.
Yeah, and
Mm.
Zoomer's act is ironically, surprisingly very PC and woke and unwatchable.
I haven't watched the. I think I
I
haven't
watched
watched
the
the
recent
last like.
special, and
5
it
seasons.
was just
Yeah.
not funny.
Here's
It's
the thing
okay.
with Pokemon. No, here's the thing with like South
It's like
Park,
watching
right?
New Simpsons,
They
but
get
like
South-
Yeah.
No, there's the big thing with South Park. South Park used to be like the predictor of like social trends, and
Yeah.
like they used to be before. Now you can tell when South Park's like got onto a joke too late, like with the Epstein stuff and the PC.
yeah, they haven't
stuff.
been able like all these like legacy cartoons. They haven't been able to like actually create culture like The Simpsons did back in the '90s,
Yeah.
or like South Park did when we were kids. Like they
Well,
don't
you're,
have.
You're
the
not a fan of
ability-
the Simpsons culture back in the '90s either, right? Like you.
No, that's why I'm so hung up on the new Simpsons, because I was like a hardcore, like I was born into liking the Simpsons. My parents watched. It's funny because like my one aunt, like all my cousins on my father's side, they're all like Gen Xers, right? Except for like one, but they my one my one aunt like didn't want my two cousins watching the Simpsons for some reason. But then like they would sneak over, they'd like sleep over my parents' house, like when my old man first got married, and they would like let them like binge. They would tape The Simpsons, and they would have like a fucking night-long Simpsons marathon. And so my aunt like didn't know till like years later. But no, like I grew up like because of my folks watching The Simpsons, and so this is why New Simpsons has so thoroughly disappointed me, because it's like seeing an old friend die, and I feel like that's why there's a lot of like people that cover this, like Emblem, they talk about how there's a whole like culture around this like nostalgia industry around the old Simpsons and remixing it and cutting it up, like Dark Simpsons. Like Dark Simpsons, I highly recommend. And I actually wrote an article about Dark Simpsons, and for some reason, the guy, every time I comment on a Dark Simpsons video, the guy replies specifically to me. It's maybe he knows who I am. Who knows?
Wait, can you explain Dark Simpsons for the
Yeah,
uninitiated?
I want to know what this is.
You don't know about Dark Simpsons? Okay, Dark Simpsons
What is Dark Simpsons?
It started off as clipping specific scenes and like doing a webcomic, but Dark Simpsons is a YouTube channel where the guy, he clips old Simpsons, mostly old, but if he needs it, he'll do like the new ones, right? But he'll clip old Simpsons episodes and he creates a narrative around like very like horrific plots, like these little videos like around.
Oh, I think I have seen one of these.
Yeah,
I think...
they're mostly like, they revolve like around murder and incest and pedophilia and
Very interesting.
it's like
So
it's
he's
really
going-
crazy.
So he's doing like trying to make the craziest stuff possible, like
with
a
Simpsons
remix.
clips.
Yeah.
If you watch a Dark Simpsons, you know what I mean. Like I highly recommend going and watching. Like some of the stuff, it's like they're even. I'm surprised like he's even able to do them. Like there's enough of a body of material to like create these narratives that are really trippy and crazy. And the dude does like, he pulls numbers like hundreds of thousands of views a video. So there's like a bunch of Instagram accounts. Like if you go to, there was this one YouTuber that did it. I think the guy that did the New Japan videos, the wrestling videos, but apparently the guy's a furry, but whatever.
You know, there's a lot of that
Speaking
going
of
on
furries,
now.
by the way, was
A lot of
Kiro
that.
the Wolf vindicated or
No, Kiro the Wolf is not vindicated, because Kiro the Wolf claims that because it's not illegal what I did, therefore it's not wrong. But Kiro the Wolf, I don't know why he would come back for some.
But what was the extent of the FBI investigation on Kiro?
What did they do?
They released him because on a technicality.
I feel like I'm out of the loop here, brother. What are we talking about?
You don't know about Kiro the Wolf?
Kiro the Wolf and the Zoo Crew.
What is the Zoo Crew?
The thing is that
why does that
Kiro-
sound familiar? What is the Zoo Crew?
Well, because they were the ones that filmed themselves.
Have they been goofed on by somebody?
Well, kind of, but they goofed themselves. But
I want to
the thing
say
is,
that they did that on the Dick Show. They were goofing on the Zoo Crew.
Yeah, like they were into zoophilia. Like
Okay,
legit.
these are dog fuckers.
Yeah, I'm like.
And not even
necro-
just zoophilia.
All
not
right.
even just zoophilia, but like the equivalent of merging zoophilia with the movie Hostel.
All
Yeah,
right,
like-
so
yeah.
So what I would like to have.
They're what they
happen-
call. They have a
I
term
cannot
for
say
it.
on a live stream. It's very bad, but essentially, it's a. I would say, you know what China's up to with a certain population right now?
Kind of like that.
Well,
yeah.
kind of like that, but that's probably too good for them.
They have a
like,
term
I feel
for
like-
it, sadist furs or whatever.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't want to hear about it. I think we do well to just move on.
Yeah. So Kiro was implicated by spreading certain media of this, and he claims that because it's technically not illegal what he did, because there were people that he was friends with that he claims he wasn't, but he clearly was because of chat logs, that did worse things than him. But so I think that's why he got off, because there are people that did worse things than him, and he said that just because he was in possession of this stuff doesn't mean it was illegal.
That's
Because
horrible.
in he lives in a very lax, like liberal, like state where
Like, I don't know what jabroni what abusing animals like dude.
Yeah, it's
Like we can joke about the guy that locked the women in his basement. Like that's funny. We can joke about that.
Oh, God.
But
Jesus Christ.
once we're talking about whatever that guy is, the one that the guy ate ribs with. I ate ribs with that dude. We can have fun with that.
Oh, Aerocast. Oh,
yeah.
God.
There's
Like-
no
Well,
fun
I guess
to be
I guess
had.
to me the gallows humor in this is more in the idea of having such an upbeat title like the Zoo Crew.
Yeah.
People were comparing it to like radio. I compare it to like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Zooier than that.
Like Happy
You know?
Tree
Here we go,
Friends.
the Zoo Crew coming at you.
Exactly.
That
yeah.
that almost sounds like the co-host with the one guy from the Zooier Than Thou podcast.
See, I'm doing
The guy that died
that's
of colon cancer. Thank
my
God.
imitation of a bad morning, like the morning zoo.
Traffic and the weather on the.
Here we go, traffic top of the hour, 7:01 p.m. Here we go, Lev with
Oh,
Bullking with the
man.
Caterpie, Giant Geo with us once again.
That's so accurate.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Artie in the pot. Artie pie in the sky.
here we go.
I'm tired
Remus
of Ken.
joints.
I'm tired of it, Ken. I'm gonna make the news instead. Artie, we talked about this. No, Ken, I'm going down. See, that's the type of classic Simpsons that I long for.
Yeah,
But
I feel like the guys who fuck dogs should burn in hell,
oh, definitely.
and yes, they deserve to die.
The
Like,
one
that's too
guy,
good for 'em.
the one guy that was
Too good
legit,
for 'em.
sadistic. Just if you watch the,
I don't want to watch anything they're involved in, man.
no,
That
there was
sounds
this
horrible.
documentary about them by what's the guy's name, Toad McKinley. He talked about the Zooier Than Thou podcast. If you like look at the story, it's like one of the most horrific things you've ever encountered. But the guy died of colon cancer. He died a very painful death, thank God. And yeah, but his co-host is still alive, and he is like just the stories that you hear, just incredible.
Wasn't there a documentary about the? There was something with like
Mr. Hands?
the guy that threw the cat.
Yeah, there was.
Don't fuck with cats.
Yeah,
something
it's called
like
Don't
that.
Fuck with Cats. It's on
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
But
welcome
that's like- that
everybody
one's-
to.
Yeah, I
we
just
have
scrolled past it. I
Remus
never
in
watched
here.
it because I don't want to see animals abused, brother. Like
That one's a little bit of a stolen valor in my opinion. It's like a movie that's kind of lionizing like Facebook moms when
Yeah,
like
that's
the
true.
OG people who found
They're
animal abusers on the internet.
proto-Karens.
Yeah, the OG people who found animal abusers on the internet were Chan types and I guess like something awful goons and stuff like that. They were the people who were finding these people.
They weren't Facebook moms. The people that went after peds and went after animal abusers mostly came from 4chan and something awful.
yeah.
But there were because there were
They might
people.
Exactly.
It's
They were the
sort of
only
thing
people
where it's
morally
like-
dubious enough to
Yeah,
it's like the Punisher.
It's
You know what I
like
mean?
yeah, these
Yeah.
guys these guys are hard hitting guys that will make jokes about fucking anything, man. But you fuck dogs and you beat dogs and abuse them, like dude.
There
fuck
were
you.
like OG
Like, there's a
internet
line-
memes.
Yeah, there's a line in the sand, like, and I feel like that crosses it, brother. Like that's you want to talk about activating somebody's almonds, like and this.
Yeah, exactly. It's because
The
I
problem
think,
is, right?
Charles,
The problem is with these things, right, is that like when you get these don't fuck with cats and like some other things where it's like you get some guy who's doing something like wrong, and if the people who are like attacking them are really annoying people I don't want to listen to, it doesn't make me defend.
Yeah, it's
the
bad
other guy,
optics.
but it doesn't. It makes like the animal abuse somehow look slightly better, which I fucking hate. It's the
Yeah.
same with some other like Maximilius Muse, right? Like if you know any of that drama, that like fucking Zoomer YouTuber guy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I think Turkey
Maximilian-
The
Tom.
thing is,
the,
all
uh,
the
video
people
on that.
he made fun of, I don't really like very much. So it's like, I don't like Maximilius Muse, but then all the people going, no, he's getting people to come into my chat and call him gay. It's just like, it just makes me hate everyone
But
in the situation.
that guy, like, he did do some kind
No,
of.
of course he did, but that's what I'm saying. That's you get these like
I
Zoomer
don't-
Yeah.
YouTubers that are like annoying
I don't think it's
people, and then
possible
like,
to be a
Yeah.
famous Twitch streamer and not be in some way some sort of abuser at this point.
Yeah,
Like these
that's
people
true.
all end up because it's just a position in which you have thousands of idiotic people who will do whatever you say for
Your
no
Jannies.
reason.
Well,
like,
why do you-
for
why
no
do you
reason.
think-
you have no reason for this? You just do. So anyone with that power, given that power, will probably abuse it at least a little bit. And then once they're found out, they get destroyed in a way that is completely unproportional, usually to what they do. Even if
Well, why do you think? Why do you think that they universally hate? Well, okay, they hate Turkey Tom for obvious reasons because he goes after them with his videos. But why do you think they like universally hate our friend Noah Hugbox because he like doesn't care about these people?
Because he doesn't give a shit. Yeah, because he
Yeah.
doesn't.
Because Twitch,
and
you're
is
in
it-
your own little world, and
Mhm.
it's
And-
well,
and I
I
think
shouldn't say
he's-
little world, but like they have for some reason they viscerally hate YouTubers that call them out, like Noah Hugbox and like Turkey Tom.
Yeah,
And-
because I think they're
Well,
ultimately
they don't like being called out.
they're
But
talking
for
about
some
it,
reason-
and they won't be cowed. Like they won't be
Yeah.
controlled over whether they speak about this or not. And that's the biggest. That's what they hate more than
I don't
anything.
think Turkey Tom gives a fuck. Like,
No,
Turkey
he does
Tom,
not care.
Turkey Tom will absolutely go after anybody's ass.
That's someone I desperately want him break the rules. I think he
Yeah,
follows
I'll
me
send him a
too.
message.
So if you could do that, that'd be amazing. I'd love to get into.
I'll
his
reach
head.
out to him. He seems like a fun kid. I spoke to him briefly, like interacted with him, whatever you want to call it, and was like, man, yeah, I had no idea he was actually like 19. Like he's a young dude. I was like, oh
Yeah.
man, you've done fucking good for yourself.
And
Like,
tomorrow,
boy.
He's taking risks too. That
Yeah.
he, like
to
when
go as hard as he has,
yeah.
as young as he has, and like his videos are very well edited, very well put together, and he scorches an ass when he goes for it.
Oh god.
definitely.
But like
And tomorrow he's joining us, by the way, for those who don't know on
no
Break the
hug
Rules.
box.
Yeah, he's going to be for our Warhammer 40k stream. I'm very excited about that.
War,
And Remus,
40K,
you're joining
40 war.
40 War.
40
okay,
war.
yes.
Yeah.
You're
So,
joining us for that as well.
Yeah, I have a whole. I went into my notebook and I sort of like laid out kind of how I want this to, or at least just to
Yeah,
keep
that
me.
should be a
keep
pretty
me-
interesting one because I
keep me
feel
in
like
line.
there's a lot of
Right.
stuff going on with 40k and
There's
the
too
Warhammer
much
fans.
information.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Is,
have to like.
is
I have
Astro busy tomorrow, Remus? Or
I'm not sure, but he's kind of just busy in general.
yeah,
Who,
I
yeah,
want
but
him
who
on.
isn't busy? Everybody's busy.
Yeah.
There's always
Oh yeah,
something
no.
going on. Like,
Astral does want to come on at some point, but
Mhm.
I think not till May. He's gonna be a bit busy till probably around there. But yeah, I'm trying to keep like a sense of like something on paper that's gonna keep the flow in order, because it's such a vast topic, right? Like you have to talk about the company, you have to talk about everything. So in order to get sort of like a brief overview, right? But I have like 3 pages full of notes to kind of keep us on track. 'Cause that's gonna be
Binders
interesting.
full of women, as it were.
not binders
Binder-
Yeah.
women.
Someone said that about when I was doing the AL stream. I forget who it was. He's like, Geo has binders full of women. Because I'm like, I follow a lot of friends. I have a lot of women who are friends online. And I think it was at 0 HP Lovecraft or someone else that said Geo has binders full of women. But yeah, so yeah, the thing is, yeah, that'd be a pretty interesting stream if we had Turkey Tom on. Because he's, like, for example, he got into some heat recently when he went after who's the really annoying, not annoying, but like the guy with the British oh god, not Scarce, what's his name, the guy with the no, I can't believe I forgot his name. He was Reaction Channel. Oh, what's his name?
Cullen?
React.
Dave Cullen? No.
No,
Well, Tommy NC, who are we talking here? There are loads of like annoying comment.
no, I
lot of
know.
guys
They're
that
all of them are like that, but
I was gonna say
Like,
Sargon of
Big
Akkad, and then you
Watch
said
stuff.
reaction.
no, this is like he does like specifically like commentary drama. Oh god.
Oh, that's I would never know, because
Yeah, that's
I
what
would never
think of
watch this.
commentary drama. Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never watch commentary
Um,
drama.
The guy
Wait,
that
Tom,
has like the
Tom and
Fox-
Jerry drama? I
the
mean, there was that recent movie, the Tom and Jerry movie. I don't know if
I
that's good.
watched like 3/4 of it. It seemed okay.
I
This
watched the
is-
first
Wait,
2 minutes of it, and I turned it off in disgust.
This is
I-
really eating
Like
away
it
at
wasn't
me.
good as far
Um,
as like
What is?
like I'm an adult man. Like why would I want to watch Tom and
Pyrocynical. Fuck.
Oh,
Pyrocynical.
Pyrocynical.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that
Pyrocynical,
fella. Yeah.
Yeah, there was some like, okay, maybe Turkey Tom was making too much of it, but there was some kind of sus. Like again, I think Remus is right that like if you were any Twitch streamer, you have access to like young kids all the time. There's someone who like is kind of messed up. Like if you want to cultivate that following, there's something wrong with you. I don't know.
It's actually unironically kind of like the clergy in a way, like
Well,
No,
what
no,
about
wait,
like
wait,
the Hitler
wait,
Youth?
wait.
Wasn't that the
Let me-
idea
let
with
me
the Hitler Youth?
explain what I mean.
Specifically,
Let me
Okay.
explain what I mean before you
for
disagree.
just such an
What
occasion.
I mean is-
think politics scare off kids.
Well, no, it's the fact that they have so much access to children without the supervision of anyone other than
Oh, I
the
see.
2 people involved.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
it's not that I mean that Like, this is why, in my opinion, actually, why the clergy has such a high instance of child abuse is because they just have so much access. Like,
Everybody
and-
just
Well,
trusts the
that
priest.
and a certain group of people tried to escape themselves by going into it. But yeah, that's another.
Yeah, there is that
Another
as well.
topic
but
for-
you
Yeah,
know what I
that
mean,
group,
you know what I
that
mean?
group
It's-
definitely. That's the big thing. That's the big one. That's
It
the.
it is that
500
sort of
pound whale.
idea. Is they have access, and also these kids are devoted to them. Like, they want to impress them.
it's
They
true.
they see them, they deify them in a creepy way,
There-
like
there's a
celebrities, except they have
certain-
access to them.
There's
right?
a
So it
certain
becomes
culture.
Super
around-
parasocial.
Yeah, exactly. There's a certain like parasocial culture around Twitch streamers that really, I think, like, because YouTube, like, people who do YouTube, it's like they sort of have to grind a bit harder to do that, because so like
Well,
when
the thing of
YouTubers
it
are very
is-
much a millennial thing, whereas Twitch is like the Zoomer.
I
I
can
don't
touch
know.
on it a little bit because I'm a bit of a Twitch streamer at times. It's the more personal connection. You actually have to talk to people.
Yeah.
You have to really interact. You know, the girls that when they do it, when they work people, they're doing like a weird, like, oh, thank you so much for your money. Like, they're doing,
Girlfriend
like,
simulator. Yeah.
yeah, they're doing really like weird stuff like that. Whereas my work, whenever I'm working people, is I just want to make everybody laugh. I want to get the cheap pop of, oh my God, Charlie, you can't say that. You know, that big laugh. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, there definitely is like a style to it.
And
But they're just these, I don't know, for some reason Twitch streamers they
Because, like, again, it's inherently parasocial. Like,
Yeah.
you're literally talking to them at all times.
and
That's
there's
the
no
point
like
of it, in fact.
and
like-
there's no
Yeah.
like right-wing Twitch streamer either. I can't even think
No,
of
not
one.
really. That
Well,
doesn't really
Oh,
Well,
no,
why is that?
no.
Is that
Shit
because
lives.
they all end up getting banned, or
Yeah.
It's
I
that
can
like
tell
if you,
there's
if you
a
look
lot
at
of
the
guys who
moderator-
are based that don't want to tell you that they're based.
Oh
but they're
yeah,
based.
yeah, it probably is.
Wow.
That's right. They're very
Chunker used Thundershock, dude. Powerful.
yeah.
I'd agree with that, actually. I think there's probably a lot more of that than we think.
The
But
Twitch
it's-
moderator team are like
it's that you
terrible.
can't really be right wing on Twitch, because
No.
right wing is synonymous with hate speech to these people. Like, they literally have, like, you can't use incel in a derogatory
Yeah.
manner. Like, you cannot
Yeah.
say that.
My
You can't say
understanding
simp.
is
You can't even say simp.
You can't say
wait,
simp,
we're on Twitch right now though, and you're saying
Yeah, but I'm saying it. No. You can't
if you
call
get to a
somebody
certain
that.
level on Twitch.
can't
yeah,
call
you
somebody
can't
that, you
say
understand?
simp. You know, simp. They cuck simp.
They
Hmm.
cut
Yeah.
they cut poggers, dude. They
Yeah.
wanted to get rid
Yeah,
of the
that's-
Pepe. They got
that
rid of the
is
Pepe the
ultimately-
Frog emoji.
No, they got rid
I
of.
love
they got rid of-
Pepe. Pepe's
They
funny,
got rid
man.
of fucking Gootech.
Pepe's for everybody. Who
Like,
Pepe
gives
brought
a
us
shit
all
what
here.
anybody thinks?
Yeah, and PogChamp, man, like that's actually a really good way of illustrating this. PogChamp was taken out of Twitch as a fucking emote because the guy who the emote is of, that most people have no idea who Gutex is. Okay, but
Yeah, I have no idea
they-
what the guy done.
you know who Gutex? Yeah, he's part of the fighting game community. But you wouldn't
okay,
know
that's
this.
why
You
I
wouldn't care. It
Yeah.
wouldn't matter,
Who
right?
gives a shit?
But they got rid of him because he espoused the wrong think on
He
Twitter.
was a
and they
little
got rid
too
of him.
based.
And now he's
What
now
did
he's
he
gone. Now
say?
he's,
I feel
What
like
did he
I
say?
read it and said
He was
it
talking
and thought
about
it wasn't
COVID.
very based. Like, what? How based was it?
he was talking about how he doesn't think COVID's real, essentially. Like that was the
Oh, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
yeah. So that's what he was implying, was that it was a control mechanism, and he wasn't saying anything.
Well,
that
I
was
mean,
insane. It's just that he
Well,
was
there is a
speaking
certain.
in a way.
I can understand some arguments for that. There's certainly a reality to it.
it's
however,
real, but it's
a real tool.
It's
That's
so
what
it's
he was
such an
saying.
effective
It's-
tool, and it's so.
He was making the nuanced argument. That's the point.
Yeah.
He was actually making the nuanced argument.
But
he was
even
just doing
making
it
that
on
argument
Twitter,
to them
and
is, like,
exactly, you're not
half-
allowed.
wait,
Right.
what is
Yeah.
this tool? I mean, obviously we may have to be careful how we talk about it, but
Well,
what is
if
this
you read my article in I Am 1776, no, sorry, I'm thinking the wrong one. If you read, if you go to my good friend Lampus Lima's Substack, who I will have an article in really soon, Covidian Aesthetics, go and read some of the stuff there. My buddy Adam Laren has an article on there about it. But yeah, so the thing is, even making that nuanced argument, like how in a lot of ways you could say this is like the first like digital like hyperstitional illness. And,
So I'll try to explain my understanding, my concept of the COVID control thing. It's the idea that, even with vaccines, you got to wear masks. And if you're not wearing a
Yeah.
mask, it's like you're endangering other people. How dare you not wear a mask? What are you doing? Like the freak out over little things like that. It's like, oh, dude, it's in my pocket. Like chill.
But it's like it's really it goes back to what Hulebeck. Sorry, I'm mispronouncing. It goes back to what Hulebeck said in the beginning, which Hubeck, which
Welbeck?
Ben
Huelbeck.
Hooflick.
Yeah, Huelbeck. Yeah,
Close enough.
I just say I don't know why I say Hulebeck, but Huelbeck in the beginning said that the problem is that really this illness, it just accelerates the sort of social trends that we're going towards in the modern world anyways. And he's kind of right. Like, he is
Yes.
right, yeah.
Like it sort of turned us into like a society of stay-at-home, like shut-ins and isolation.
Well, would it be
It
possible?
provided a
It
convenient
made
pretext
the
for
whole
great
society
analyzation.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly, Philip.
It created a neat society, right?
Fear of a
Oh,
neat
it's-
planet, as they say in my forthcoming.
Mhm.
A neat society, but what about a neat society?
What does
and
NEAT stand
EAT?
for again? What's NEAT stand for?
Not an education, employment, and training.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like lazy bums.
It's like a hikikomori in
Like
Japan.
a-
Yeah, it's like a
Bum.
hikikomori.
Like Super Nerd over here, who I'm battling. By the way, Geo, what is your opinion of this Pokemon?
Magnemite.
Magnemite's a shit, dude. I love
Yeah,
that.
there's a really funny meme of a girl sitting down on one, and then it just zooms in on the Magnemite, the top of it. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's got a nut. It's got a nut on the top.
Geo, what do you think of this Magnemite?
Magmamite?
I mean,
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like Magmamite.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
We're gonna get him and name
Is
him Dolomite.
magma his like finishing move? He like throws magma.
No, it's
No,
magnetism.
Magna.
Magna. Yeah,
Magna.
magnetism.
Yeah, he's like electric guy.
What's the lava one?
Oh, we're in a fight. Okay, we're not.
That would be
Yeah.
Magmar.
I keep getting that.
Magmar.
No.
That one.
Yeah, Magmar, right?
Yeah, Magmar's
Magmar's
cool.
a duck. Magmar's a
Yeah,
little
he's-
duck man.
he's like
He
a
looks like a
the
chicken.
lava
He's a-
one. The lava.
He's a lava platypus.
Oh, that's a
is-
stupid choice. Why did I bring Pecker Lips out?
Pecker
He
lip.
needs to let he needs to lay those pecker lips.
Oh God!
Oh my god.
It's the sort of thing that like, we make a joke 2 hours ago, and then here it is like recontextualized now. Like hearing, like saying it then was funny, but hearing Lev just say it
Yeah.
in that context right there, like, oh no, why'd I bring out pecker lips?
You guys ever watch Little Shop of Horrors, by the way?
Oh God, yeah. The original and the
Yeah.
musical remake, like those
I mean,
are
that's-
some.
It's a good example
Ugh.
of Pecker Lips right there. Like the lips on that plant. You
Yeah.
know? Like it looks
Oh,
like...
hello, baby. That plan is
Hey,
canceled.
Simone.
That plan is canceled as fuck now. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. They can. You can never
Oh,
play that
what's-
movie again.
I'm thinking
Oh, sugar,
of.
you done. You gotta give me some blood, Seymour. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and I'm mad.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of. Oh god. There's a bunch of lava Pokemon. I was thinking of
Macargo?
Carcall. Yeah, Carcall.
What's Carcall? I don't know Carcall. There's
Is he in the
Macargo.
first Pokemon or is he later Pokemon?
Sorry, Colossal. Is it Colossal?
Like there's
No.
so many
No,
from the
so
later
many,
games
no.
that just sort of run together. Like somebody
yeah.
showed me one that was just a big pile of garbage. It's just a big pile of trash.
Sorry, Lava Muck. That's the one. Lava Muck. That was the.
No, well, there's Muck. I don't know. Is there
There's
Lava
Muck.
Muck?
Then there's Lava
There-
Muck. There's like another.
I don't know that they're. I
Well,
don't know
once
that
I
they're-
catch
there's-
Muck, I'm
there's
gonna name
Macargo.
him. You know what I'm gonna name Muck?
There's a
Name
bunch
fuck.
of Muck.
Will we
No,
have?
I'm
oh,
gonna name
will we
him-
name him?
Come.
Muck?
No, I
Come.
shouldn't say that.
Chuckin'.
No, wait,
I'll
wait,
reverse the
I'll,
name.
I'll type it in the chat.
Come KUM.
I feel like Cum Muck is pretty good.
Yes.
There's a Lava
Mukbang. How
Blaster.
about
Holy
Mukbang?
crap.
Oh, Mukbang's a good one. That's good.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I am eating salad over here on the side. You know, I should probably have like a feeder for this. You know, like
just call
whenever it's
Muck
time to eat,
Boogie.
I should just have like a bag over here, like a horse.
Yeah.
You know, and just like eat the food while I'm playing the game.
Oh wow, there's a Lava Magmar.
Yeah, Magmar, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's a fire guy.
That's
Yeah,
the
he's like
one.
a weird.
Yeah.
He's like a weird.
Yeah, see,
chicken
they each
platypus
have
thing going
like
on.
elemental types, Although there is no ether Pokemon, there should be.
There
But
was
there
a
is ether in the game. You can get ether.
Yeah, you can get ether, but there's no ether type.
Yeah.
Like that should
What
be.
does that mean, by the way, ether in the game? Because the only contacts I have
that
for
restores
ether...
your PP, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
It does.
your PP.
Yes,
You get
once,
That gives you
Yes,
big PP.
Yeah,
once
big PP on all your
Peckerlips,
moves.
once Peckerlips is out of commission, you need some
You need
ether.
some PP.
But,
Yeah, ether
but-
for his pecker lips.
Yes, but by the way, in the movie Fight Club, do you remember there was a scene where one guy in that mansion wanted to smoke, and then this other guy stopped him and said, "Do you realize how much fucking ether we have in this place?" So what does that mean? I never understood
Ether
that.
is
that
alcohol.
Ether is like a rubbing alcohol sort of thing. It's a it's a cleaner.
Flammable.
like ether rag? Yeah, now I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. It's a drug
it's
like that,
alcohol.
like paint sniffer, and like once you go on that ether binge, that is some really bad shit that you're getting into. Like
The
that is-
vapors.
yeah.
So they originally didn't want to. No, that makes sense. By the way,
Okay,
yeah.
It's actually no. If you think about this, it's actually way darker. So essentially, the ether, if I'm understanding this correctly, ether, right? It restores your ability to use your moves, right? So
Yeah.
there's a way.
Yeah.
In a way, it is like it's getting the pep back in you. You're gaining your ability to fight again, right?
You're
So
giving
this-
that PP.
This is kind of like boxing. A common thing after somebody gets knocked unconscious is you make them smell salt, like a
Yeah,
certain
the
type of
smelling
salt.
salt.
Oh, by the way, shout
Yeah.
out to Mr. Action watching us from Twitch.
Nice.
Subscribe to me on Twitch, Mr. Action 436. I really appreciate you. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these streams, and also subscribe to Break the Rules, breaktherules.tv. We're going to be doing a show tomorrow with Noah Hugbox on Warhammer 40k.
God, you
So-
really upped the tuber voice there, didn't you, love? Like, no, you're speaking
really
normal
did.
in this. Hey, everyone,
is,
make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
is Charmander the one that wears the skull mask of his
No,
ancestors?
That's
Oh, that is-
Morowak,
That's
right?
Cubone.
No,
Cubone.
Cubone.
Cubone
And
turns
Marowak in a
into
way.
Morowak, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, he
Marowak's-
wears the skull of his dead mother. That's the...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Cubones are wearing the skulls of their dead parents, and their parents are the Marowaks that give birth to them. And they also use bones as weapons.
It's kind of morbid.
You know,
Yes.
Pokemon is extremely more. That's what I mean about the whole smelling salts
There's-
thing.
have
Like,
you
if
heard
you
this,
think about it, it's that. It's
There's a
your
really
Pokemon
weird,
can't fight,
fan
and you're
theory.
forcing fucking ether into its nose so it can go back to fighting. You're doing the
There
same
was,
thing as you do with the unconscious boxer.
There was a
Same
crazy
idea.
theory somebody told me about where it was the idea that there's some sort of a great war, and that's why there's no like adult men
No, wait, where? In which series? are we
in
talking about?
Pokemon.
What about Professor Oak?
Well, he's old.
What about Lieutenant Surge?
Well, he's retired. You know, he lost a. You know, he
Okay,
he
okay,
saw
okay,
some
okay.
shit in the war. You know, he's back home. He'd rather be at the war.
Wait. Hold on there. What about Wait. Brock's a teenager. What about Team Rocket? This guy looks.
They're
pretty old to me.
criminals. They don't give a shit about the war. They're war profiteers, brother.
Okay, wait. What about Hiker? That's pretty old too. What about the flamethrower guy? Do you remember the guy, the acrobat, the guy with the flame? You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, he's a performer. He's not going to. He's a. You know,
Didn't he get
he's a
drafted,
certain.
though?
He's a certain type. He's not fit for war.
What about all the people who are in the casinos?
They're gamblers.
You have an excuse for everyone. I'm
Yes,
afraid.
I listen. That's the improv in me. Like, you know, I can. If you keep throwing out stuff, I'll keep having an answer.
Yeah. Well, Krangus said Rocket Boss. Yeah, Rocket Boss. He's a pretty old guy. By the way, did you know that originally I found this out that originally the Pokemon trainer, like your character, the main character,
Yeah.
had a whip.
Oh,
wow.
Just like the Team Rocket
shit.
guy.
Nice.
And in fact, I can. Right now I'm fighting this Geodude guy over here.
You're
But I
lying
can
to
find.
me.
Imagine slapping your
yeah.
pecker lips with a whip.
Yeah, man. He got his pee-pee out.
You gave him a lion tamer.
Oh yeah, I really got to get my PP up here for Ember.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow, I
for
like
that PP.
Venusaur. He's a wide though. Wow.
Dude,
Yeah, he's a
Venusaur
big-
is
he's a
chunky
shark
boy.
Venusaur's
He's
beast.
Yeah, he is.
I like how you guys remember the Pokemon dads, where you had like the father Charizard and the Blastoise, who was like all encouraging, and Charizard was like the, the rough father you know, very strict and kind of an asshole. And Venusaur was just like the stoner father. He was just
Hey man, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, you did a really good job. Thanks, kid. Anyway, yeah, that's Venusaur.
Yeah, you guys can stay up late and watch horror movies again. That's cool, man.
I
just
knew
eat
a father
munchies.
like that.
Yeah.
He was also a Freemason, or is a Freemason, which is an
Oh, that
interesting
makes sense.
combination.
What?
Jim,
Yeah. A
Jim,
like a laid
Freemason.
back, like a laid back Freemason hippie father.
Oh my god.
No,
How
not
How
my
can you
father.
be a hippie and a Freemason? That's like,
Grew up in the right place. His father was a Freemason.
oh, that's so. Wow.
Yeah, it's hereditary, man. It's a hereditary fraternity. Yeah,
Yeah, I want to
oftentimes
get
the
me one of
family-
them rings.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's like. I'm trying to think of a hereditary illness that would fit the bill. It's like,
You know,
no, I'm
if-
not gonna make fun of something.
If
Like,
you're,
wait.
you know, if you, you know, it's sort of like a gang. Like you get initiated into it.
Yeah, but like some people, it's kind of like that scene in what was that one where Viggo Mortensen was an informant from the Russian mafia?
Is that the History of Violence?
History
Is that the
Violence
one?
was it History of Violence?
No, you're talking about Eastern Promises.
Eastern Promises.
Eastern Promises.
Where
That's the,
guy-
one. Oh, that's
guy,
a good
Excellent
one.
movie.
Yeah,
The naked
Krila,
fight in the,
What's,
in,
uh,
the
Great
naked-
movie.
the
What's
one
the
guy
comment, by
Krila,
the
he's
way?
like, I was born with these stars on my chest.
Oh
It's
yeah, the
hereditary."
Vor of Zakonia. That's what it's called. The Vors or the thieves in law. By the way, what's this comment from Mr. Action? He says they won't originally going add that in. You just joking, right? What the hell is he talking about?
He's just
I hope he
joking.
didn't have a stroke.
He's just joking,
I mean,
right?
I don't know. What's he gonna add
I
in?
feel like I just listened to a Caretaker's album. By reading
That was a William E. Deck.
That was a Francis E. Deck.
Francis, that's Francis E. Deck. Not William, but that.
I feel like we all just became Freemasons.
Yeah, that
Please
was our
donate
initiation.
money or a manual typewriter to break the rules. 25 Hempstead, New York. For your only hope for the future.
Why am I actually playing Boner King right now? He's already level 19. I
He
don't
needs
have
to
any
be
more
stronger.
PP. No, because I gotta fight Misty.
He needs
Misty's
to
next.
become the
So I have
boner
to
god.
use Pikachu. So
I mean, you don't
enough
have
of-
to
most-
use Pikachu. You could get Pikachu, and if you could find some grass guy like a Oddish or something, we'll name him Chong.
Here, let's see. I'm gonna switch.
I feel
Wait.
like at this point I've known Lev my whole life, but I haven't. But it's like
I
I,
know.
get the same feeling
Yeah.
of like, you know, like Lev is like the kid that what would you describe him? The schoolyard archetype. Be like, I don't know.
Lev is the kid.
I think
that-
we were all
that
He's
weird
the
draws-
kids.
popular nerd.
We
The
were all
popular
really-
nerd. That,
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's the
She's what I
social
was,
butterfly
actually.
nerd kid. There was a
he's
girl
the
at my
kid whose
school that
parents
used to
could
draw-
afford a swimming pool. That,
That was wrong.
Oh, he's Millhouse.
he's
There was a-
Oh, God. No, my
There's a kid
parents
at
are
my-
still together.
no
I'm-
Martin. Sorry, Martin.
Oh, Martin. Yeah.
No, like
was
that
a
was
kid
the
at my
one
school
episode
that
where
used
people
to-
just hung out with Martin because he had a swimming pool.
Oh boy, I have all these friends. Bart broke his leg.
That's pretty much
Oh,
that's
man.
pretty much me and BTR right now. You know, I just go on BTR. It's like, oh my god, I have all these friends I'm speaking to. You know, and and some of my friends
Well, I
work
was
for
saying
the
it
U.S.
earlier.
Work for the U.S. government. You know, some of my
It's,
friends are.
Oh god.
You know,
What
gag-
is
You know,
Do
the
they-
gag of therapy. I say this is our therapy, like hanging with
Yeah.
the boys, holding court.
men will literally start a podcast instead of go to therapy.
Yeah. Instead
Good.
of going to therapy.
It's a lot more fun starting a podcast. You need an excuse to hang with the boys. It's not enough to just go, hey man, come over and we'll just chill. It's like, no, we gotta
there's
do
this
something.
There's this for people who for people like on Twitter that are or on the internet that are going
Oh, I
with
hate
the-
Twitter.
For people who are going with the anti-psychiatry vibe, there's this great book by a psychiatrist. It's called Love's Executioner, and if you read some of the stories, it like will literally affirm your hatred of psychiatry because you have to realize that like he goes into like vivid detail.
Yeah,
like,
you want
why
to talk
he hate-
about
Like
working
he hates
people.
certain patients. So
wait,
it's
Mr.
like-
Action. Mr. Action says that we're geeks. Now,
Yeah.
Geo, can you tell Mr. Action a little bit about what Break the Rules is? Like, what exactly we do? Because Mr. Action is new here, and he doesn't realize the...
All right,
We
so
monologue
it's like
about
internet
random
blood sports,
politics.
but not stupid.
I was
No,
thinking
I don't know.
mystics. We're all mystics.
Yeah.
We all talk about esoteric occultism as well as conspiracy
Great.
theories and
And
they have,
aesthetics,
like
art
me
and aesthetics.
or
Oh, and also we get, like, top
Jokers.
people... We get top people
Break
on
the
our
rules. Okay, legit, like, without joking about it.
counterculture.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
Internet
we're
Brahmanism.
Break the Rules is the only, like, legit YouTube discussion panel show left that isn't, polluted by people who have agendas.
Yeah, it seems.
Yeah. Or, like,
Just
just
name all those people.
needless
Sorry.
drama.
Yeah, I feel like for the most part, episodes don't turn into people just yelling at one another or cursing at one another or having on very unsavory characters to share their very, very unsavory views. Those guys, we all know
Well,
those
how's that?
guys.
Well, it helps that Lev is such a grounded person, and
Well, in some
Geo-
regards, Lev's grounded. I mean, he's going up to the astral realm, so he can't
Well,
say he's
I
grounded.
literally
A lot
am
of
standing
people-
on a grounder right now. I'm
A lot of
standing
no, I
on a
mean,
ground
I mean,
mat.
in spite
No.
in spite of his mystical form,
I know, I was taking the piss.
formulations, he's pretty down to earth, and he's got a good
But
temperament,
basically,
this sort of thing.
I remember one person said that we're like if the export had a podcast. That's kind of like what we are if the export had a podcast. No, but like only certain
if the-
episodes.
It's a collection of not just like because you have because Geo's a legitimate like academic and
Well, not
I am a composer.
composers and like
Oh, we have a
Some
comment.
Performance
We have another
artist.
comment from Mr. Action. He says, "Also, Charles, I heard you getting roasted by the animation community
Oh
on
yeah,
Twitter."
it's
What?
great. It's great. I posted a meme,
He mentioned
and
football.
animation Twitter has lost their minds. And so I've
Yeah,
scheduled that meme to post every month for the rest of this year. It's going to be a fun year. They're going to get mad all over again in 30 days and forget that they were ever mad at me the first time.
Is this animation fan Twitter or
So
animation
the meme-
professional Twitter?
all right, so I'll try to explain the meme. It was it's the Doge, the two dogs. So you have one who's a muscle dog and one who's the wimpy dog.
Yes, yes.
All
They're
right.
just
so,
the typical Chad versus Virgin shit.
Right. Yeah, it's very simple
Comfortable
setup. We all get it. So on the one side is Muscle Dog, and he's flexing and moving in a way that's imitating the old Fleischer cartoons, and it says something about how good animation used to be, and then the dog on the right,
He's
It's
flash
like-
pointing. Right?
yeah, he
Must be
looks
that, yeah.
very stiff. He's very still, and only his mouth is moving, and it says, I think he was crying, and it says, "This is modern animation."
Oh
And
yes, I saw that.
I
Wait,
didn't
so-
post any commentary at all. I just posted the image and just thought, because I needed to schedule out a bunch of stuff, and I saw that one 3 weeks ago. Sage, it was like, oh yeah, this thing, and and for whatever reason, everybody got super mad about it, and so I threw gas on the fire. I said, hey, animation Twitter, how you guys doing? Here's the time I was on a quartering video. And it was me voicing Zorak from the I do a Zorak impression. Like, I'll do it for you guys. This is Zorak, and I say, "Break the Rules" is the best podcast on the internet.
But yeah, BTR also.
But the quartering thing, I knew that they kicked it in hyper gear. Like that was like throwing gas on a fire. They got so mad about that.
Wait, you don't mean anime? Because like I was gonna say anime Twitter. It's like
No,
there's so many different
animation
communities.
Twitter.
Cartoonists. So
Oh my god, those
no,
people
no,
are the
but this-
fucking worst.
But this is what I don't
they sure
understand.
seem like
Okay,
it. They're
here's what I
threatening
don't get.
with violence and all sorts of stuff, and I'm
There's
just
a few
like, hey
base
man,
people.
that's not
There's
nice.
a few base people.
No, this is so bullshit because here's why. I grew up in animation. I was part of the independent animator New York
Yeah.
community. So was Nina Paley, and you know Nina Paley.
Yeah,
we
but
all
Lev,
love
those
her.
people grew up on Tumblr animation.
Well, see,
not
this is what
Newgrounds.
I'm getting at here, because it's like animation community, not really. Because if you're in the animation community, pay respect to the fucking 9 old men from Disney, who brought to life all these
Right.
characters. And
No,
all
Lev,
of
you don't
these-
understand. This
you
is
know, like all these
gatekeeping. This
Right.
is gatekeeping, Lev, and that's not
This
allowed.
is like,
Yeah.
you know what this is? This is like a Chinese dynasty that's been taken over by the eunuchs. It's been
Yes.
taken over.
It's
Yes.
literally just
the
a meme.
Zoomers that grew up on post-Tumblr type of animation, that they don't want to pay their dues and respect to the OGs, like from Newgrounds, who basically started like mass appeal animation on the internet. They don't have any knowledge of that.
Nice.
There's also this. There's also this resentment of artistic technical competence.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh wait, by the way,
Yeah.
guys, question. I have a question for you.
Philip,
Should I
right.
fight with this Pidgey? Should I like attempt one last attack to knock the Zubat out, or should I hightail it and choose a different Pokemon? What do you think? Should I do it?
Pokeball.
Yeah, switch out. Because
Okay.
the Pidgey, you're not having much.
Yeah, you don't want to
Okay.
lose your Pidgey.
Oh, Geo, by the way, you know that thing you were talking about on your Twitter, that like picture? I made that, by the way, the one that you were like fucking. I check your Twitter sometimes. You know the one with.
Was it you that?
Yeah, that
thought
was
it
me. I
Philip
made
that
it,
did
yes.
that one.
No, it was me. I made.
Oh shit!
I would love to find out.
I
who
love
made
that
the
one,
dog
dude.
name.
That was amazing. Like the fact that you instantly recognize the in the field like the little Aelas and little Geos. That's like our kids.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Well, I mean, it's funny because like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into it anyways. So
I just wanted
animation
to say
Twitter,
that.
for some reason, it's just like the typical like. Neon color hair, pronouns in the bio, like trans rights or human rights. Sort
Those
of
are
like
very much the people who are mad at.
animation Twitter.
But I think Philip has something. There's something really to what he just said. It's the resentment of technical skill.
Yeah.
This is a massive problem with people. I find people who have grown up in an environment where they're always told that they're doing fine, they're doing well, you're good, you're good, right? And then somebody shows up who's actually good, who's really good, who's what the good word good means, right? And not you, right? And you're like, oh fuck, I'm trash in comparison. But people have been telling me, and you know what? Instead of trying to get better, I'm just gonna go, nah, fuck that. That's not a fair metric.
It's like people who make life story cartoons compared to like the actual OGs who like they have some attachment to the industry. Like a lot of the Newgrounds people did end up having jobs, but then like
Philip, I don't know if you're like this, but this I always see this with music. It's right.
I'm
like
hypocritical.
There's this idea that people do this thing where it's like, no, you can't say that for an example, Mozart is better than whatever modern pop music or whatever thing, because that's elitist, and it's like,
or worse, it's racist.
Yeah, or it's racist.
That's retarded.
Philip, did you watch the Adam Needley video recently? About
I unsubbed from him years ago. I could. Well, first of all, there's nothing. Well, first of all, there was a video that he did with Ben Levin, which totally, utterly betrayed his lack of relative pitch, his poor pitch perception, his terrible tin ear. Yeah, and but I could see the wokeness coming a mile away with him. So
you can. He's got the physiognomy.
I would say that if you want, if you want to watch a competent music theory YouTuber, Samuel Andreev, whose composition is also rather interesting, but not necessarily my cup of tea. But
the thing is with his video, I think you would get. If you watched it, I highly recommend. Like, at first, I had to like overcome the title, like just to watch it to say like Western music is white supremacist.
Well, essentially, it was a critique of Heinrich Schenker.
Yeah.
But Heinrich Schenker was like Arnold Schoenberg until like the mid '30s. Heinrich Schenker was a German chauvinist, although a Jewish German chauvinist. He to try to conflate that in the pre-Nazi era, particularly coming from a German Jew, with first of all with Nazi era politics and
yeah, we know
and
what
with
that's
contemporary American racial politics, it seems a little misguided.
Yeah.
The point with Schenker is that he viewed all non-Germanic musical traditions as inferior to the Germanic musical tradition, which included Italian.
Yeah.
He viewed the Italian musical tradition as inferior, and he had his reasons, and he later revised his opinion towards the end of his life, but
because of that one period in German history that happened between the 20s and the 40s.
Well, I mean, frankly, his views are not too dissimilar from those of Theodore Adorno regarding the hierarchy of musical value.
Like, the thing with the video that Adam Needley did, where like about how Western music is like.
That was a clickbait
Sorry, we have a
title.
question.
His point
We have a
wasn't
question
really-
from Sorry, we have a question from Sam Gomez. How do you spell that YouTube channel's name? Sarah Andreev?
Samuel Andreev. Andreyev.
Gio, check this out. I'm about to go and battle the big burly bear hiker.
It's a big dude.
Nice. But
It's
no,
for
the
you.
video, like, I understand about, you gotta go, Ewan?
Yeah, I'm gonna head off. It's
See you,
fucking
boy.
late. I need to sleep.
All right, Ewan,
Yeah, see
thank you
you,
so
man.
much.
Later, brother.
And I
Ewan.
think we're gonna
Have a
keep
good
doing
evening.
this till I exit the cave, which is pretty soon.
Mm.
Sam, and I really
Okay.
appreciate everybody doing this. And this is Hiker, by the way. Gio, what do you think of Hiker? What do you think of
Oh,
his design?
wow, that's my aesthetic right there.
Yep.
Yeah, he is though.
My God.
Seriously.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
that
like
guy. I guarantee you, that guy likes porn. That's a guy who appreciates a
That guy
nice
subs
pair.
to the Ayala OnlyFans.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
definitely
think of all
does.
the lonely nights hiking with only his Geo dude to keep him
I
company.
think someone clipped that,
Rock
like me
is rough,
saying,
dude.
I can't, like, subscribe to Ayala's OnlyFans.
I
But,
know, like, he could make a hole in the rock. You know, he could drill a hole.
Oh, no!
Dude,
He has a melon
the rock
with him.
that you're speaking of is
Could the
the
rock
body
guy
of
give
this
him a hand
Pokemon.
The Rock is the one that look like, who's the three one? The three, like, the family that's buried in the ground? That
Duck
the,
Trio.
Oh, the
Duck
Diglets,
Trio,
the Diglets,
yeah.
yeah.
Diglett, yeah.
Diglett.
But
yeah, Diglett's
anyways,
the one, and then when it evolves, somehow they become three.
oh man. But anyways, I can make Diglett jokes. About the video, it was all right. Like, I feel like there's a criticism there about like how Western music is structured and it excludes like other forms like ragas music. But at the same time,
Yes,
it's like,
but
I don't know, it's a bit of a stretch. But
first
it's
of all, it
what
was a
is
clickbaity
Ragas?
title. It was a very
yeah, it
clickbaity
was total
title,
clickbait.
and it was a misleading title, and it does the. I feel like it's a very shallow critique of Schenker. When, of course, his is when it comes to music of the common practice period between Monteverdi in the early 17th century, the Seconda Pratica, and the early music of Schoenberg in the middle period of Debussy, early 20th century. That's the common practice
Oh,
period.
no. There's more.
It's
Sorry.
it's just one analytic his structure or his technique for analyzing music is just one of several. It's one
Yeah,
of several
yeah.
competing ones, including Neo-Riemannian, and for early actual music you have Alan Fort and George Pearl, which overlaps with the common practice period. But there are much better critiques that don't rely on this kind of shallow Americentrism and
Yeah, like injecting American race politics.
yeah,
into
and
European
frankly,
music.
it's just another instantiation of this
Yeah.
American cultural imperialism,
imperialism.
and it's myopic.
We've invaded.
yeah,
and-
yeah,
and the thing with Western classical
Yes.
music is contrary to what people
Oh,
think.
man, that was
There's
like-
great diversity. There's great aesthetic and technical diversity in Western classical music.
but Philip, has a
So-
trans woman has a trans woman of color ever composed a? That's the
Well,
question.
no, but one of my favorite 20th century, one of my personal favorite 20th century composers for piano in particular is an Anglo-Parsi composer, Kaikosu Shapurji Surabji, who's actually kind of based. He was a distributor to right winger. He was reactionary. He composed these massive piano symphonies. The Opus Clavicembalisticum, which is modeled after Busoni's what's the work? The Fantasia Contrapuntistica. But these are very difficult works that have some Eastern elements, but they're very, they're still Western.
Yeah,
But,
like a lot of, like when it comes to Western music, it was really like what I mean by pop music. I also include like rock and all these other subgenres.
I mean, I
because
just want I'm
popular
sorry,
music like that was what brought
that grows out of
Yeah.
the dual folk and classical traditions.
Yeah.
All right,
Where do you put?
There
what's
have
Guys,
always
guys,
been
guys.
national schools in classical music.
I'm sorry to
French
interrupt.
organ music, for instance,
I'm sorry
is
to
always...
interrupt the classical music conversation. We got to name this Clefairy because I'm running out of
Cliff.
Pokemon to use in this
Princess.
fucking
Clit
cave.
Fairy.
Princess.
Princess.
Oh, clef fairy, as in
Cleft
different
lip.
clefs.
Oh.
Oh,
Different
God.
clefs, like
But
treble
there-
and bass and alto and tenor. But
All right, Princess.
yeah, but my point is, I'll just end here, that there have always, to treat Western classical music as a monolith, there have always been national schools and tendencies within different countries. I gave the example of French organ music being distinctive, and being distinct from German organ music. You can tell a French organ composer from a German organ composer.
well, you
very
could tell
clearly.
an Italian composer from a
Yes.
German composer
Oh,
right away.
absolutely. You
I mean,
can
come
tell,
on.
even just listening to a purely orchestral section without any voices from a German opera and from an Italian opera of, say, the 19th century, you can tell them apart.
Well, really, I
Vivaldi
mean,
versus
a lot
Wagner.
of well, the Italian operas, they were made by people of color, so that was
Yeah.
yeah. But
Also,
but,
all
I
seen
guess also
True
Southern
Romance.
French
We know what's
composers
up.
like Darius Milhaud. and
Gio,
people
you
of color.
almost just killed me. I was inhaling. Oh my god.
that Italians are people of color.
I have a
People-
question
that was
for
a people
Gio.
of
Are Bavarians and Austrians POC? Because they're kind of
Um,
mad, sort of mad,
they're
they're sort of
okay.
Latinized.
Austrians have a huge. Austrians, maybe not so much Bavarians, but Austrians have a huge Latin.
Yes.
They have a Mediterranean undercurrent, but
Definitely.
they are, I would say, the more provincial Germanics that are a bit warmer and a bit more Mediterranean than the average. Like hard Germanic coming from like basically the Teutonic regions that
Right.
a certain regime formulated, and you know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
when people talk about Germanics, they are a bit more Mediterranean. They have a bit more of a provincial sort of personality than
Mhm.
a lot of people from Germany proper.
And
So-
and the music tends to be lighter and more transparent
Yeah,
in texture.
Yeah,
With
and
some
it's
exceptions.
and there's a lot of folk traditions that go from Italy to those.
Yes.
But like even like a lot of like Northern Italians pretty much are like heavily Germanized. A
or
lot
at
of
least
them.
they maintain some of that Celtic,
Yeah.
you know,
Even their
as
dialect
the
is
French have, yeah.
even their dialect, like if you not that people in Italy they actually like learn about dialects anymore, the young people, but
Mhm.
a lot of the northern Italians, the Poland the Polantones, their dialect is very not too dissimilar from a lot of German pronunciations.
Oh, by
Whereas
the
where
way,
I-
fellas, I'm gonna evolve Princess into Clefable. I have a fucking moonstone.
Oh
so-
shit, let's
Oh,
go.
and
not?
here we go.
Here we go.
Princess becomes
Princess
Nice.
becomes queen. Yeah.
But
The
Phil,
Clefable.
how do you you do the raw composing, but how do you actually make your arrangements? Do you have programs, or how does that work?
Well, when I'm done composing, I engrave the score on MuseScore, and
Oh, okay.
I have sound fonts. I save the scores as .wav files, and I
Hmm.
mix them on Audacity, and I play around with the settings to make it sound as lifelike as possible in terms of acoustics.
And what was your primary instrument that you were trained on?
Piano.
Oh, okay. So yeah, see that makes it like a world easier to like inscribe in like a lot of these programs, because like my friend
Well, it's
I-
quicker.
yeah, my IRL friend Chris, he's like a one-man band. Like he does
Mhm.
a lot of his own music, and he does like a lot of these different programs where he but like his primary instrument is obviously guitar. And he
I've composed 5 etudes for guitar. I could send them to him, but they're very difficult. They're very virtuosic.
nice. Yeah, like, and that's the thing, like when you're like the stuff that you do is at such a higher level in terms of the technicality and the composition. It's actually like quite incredible, your output, I have to say. It's like quite something else. So yeah,
Thank you.
not to suck your dick a little bit there.
Bro, we can talk about bros without sucking their
Yeah,
dicks.
we can
dude.
talk
I
about
mean,
no homo. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no
no,
bro
no
jobs
homo.
here.
No bro
Yeah, exactly.
jobs.
You remember that? Woo woo, bro job.
That was like a thing for like
What?
a little bit.
was that a thing? I know that was never a thing among anyone that I knew.
Like the 2010s, I hate to say, they had like kernels of things, but they by and large were like a millennial cultural dead zone. Like YOLO swag, not the
Yeah, it was
comic
just
YOLO
TV.
swag. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like the terms YOLO and swag.
Like I can't even remember. Like I wasn't even paying attention to this bullshit. It was all
The Jersey Shore was a part of. We were talking about the Jersey Shore before. That was like
GTL boy. Let's go.
I would like to
Me and
point
my
out
friends
that I
got
do.
together to watch that show. That's how funny that show was.
Oh god.
Holy
I-
fuck.
I'm
We
probably
were
gonna
like,
die.
what?
I'm probably gonna die when I go to this Team Rocket person.
Oh,
I have an escape
You don't have
rope
any
though.
potions?
I have
You don't have
I
any
have no potions. I have an escape rope. I
Okay,
can
if
use
you
the
have
escape
an
rope.
escape rope, you can get out and try to do that shit
Yeah,
again.
you can do it
Now
now
that
and
you
then
have
just
the
walk back.
Yeah, but maybe
What-
I'll win.
What,
Maybe I'll
what kind
win.
of Pokemon
Oh, you
were
gotta
you?
let it ride. Let it
Let's see.
ride.
Okay, here's what I
Ride the,
here's
ride the
what I
tiger.
have.
Wait.
Ride the tiger. Let's fucking go. What is this punk ass fucking
He's
Team
got
Rocket
the
guy have?
eye
Nothing.
of the tiger.
I mean, I have Pokeballs, so I could.
Yeah, but you can't catch his Pokemon, so
I
Yeah,
can
catch
use-
the.
not gonna
I
help.
tell you what, if they don't.
Do you have a
if
full
you
party?
catch Him, they
No.
think he sucked my Pokeball.
You don't have a full party, so you could catch something. But this is the problem with catching stuff: is that everything you catch is low health when you catch it. So putting it out as a desperate measure.
Unless I take a chance and use a Pokeball right now, just like without damaging the Pokemon, and see what
See,
happens.
I can't see what you're doing. I can't see what you're
I
doing
can
right
use
now.
Pecker
but-
Lips. I can one attempt. I can sacrifice Pecker Lips. That's what.
Oh
You're gonna-
god,
you're gonna
no!
You're gonna
sacrifice-
sacrifice our guy
Wait,
Pecker Lips?
You're gonna sacrifice Pecker Lips for what?
For catching another Pokemon with full health.
That's so you're sacrificing Pecker Lips for a gamble. It could be
Yes.
literally anything. It could be a Pokemon.
No, I can run away. I can run away if I
Oh,
need
that's
to. So
Okay,
it's
well,
not a
Go for it.
like.
Yeah, but early Pokemon's mean. You might just get node. Listen, go for it. Go for it.
We'll see what
I
happens.
think you should go for it because it's good content.
Here, I got a Geodude. I can rock
Okay.
a Geodude.
Geodude's
Level
pretty
9,
strong.
it's not too bad. So,
That's not bad at all.
I just wanted to continue. I just wanted to add something to what I was saying before that I do extensive sketching
Hmm.
before I actually before I commence before I formally commence the compositional
Okay.
process. I have everything more or less structurally figured out, but as I'm composing, there are inevitable changes, and
Yeah.
the composition might go off in a direction I have not entirely anticipated. I'm not entirely happy with that latest piece that I shared with you, the trombone sextet, but that's a difficult ensemble to compose for, first of all. And it just so happens that I feel like I'm reaching an impasse in my harmonic language and my system of motivic organization and development.
You
that-
get better. Like, you know, it just, you know.
I mean,
Don't think about
my
hitting
work has
plateaus.
gotten so complex and
You gotta
so
ground it with
rich,
harmony.
like
you know,
everybody,
so dense.
everybody hits a plateau. Like you'll hit
Yes.
plateaus doing stuff. Like you.
Oh, by the way, Andrea
Don't let
Seabrook
that
is
stop
here on
you.
the stream. She's in the chat over here,
Oh wow.
and we
Oh,
just
she's
caught the
watching
Geodude.
this-
Nice.
Yes, she's watching
You
me play
caught-
Pokemon.
Nice.
And she
Listen,
says, I had
all
no
right.
idea you guys do game streams, and to think I ever took you guys seriously. Hardy har.
Oh,
Break the
God.
rules.
What should we name
Oh,
Geodude?
God.
We should show
There
you
Andrea
are.
how serious we are.
Just
What
change
should we
the
name
E to an
Geodude?
I.
How about we name him
Should
Handy?
name him Guida,
Geodude. Yeah, that's a good
Which
idea,
is-
Geodude.
No, you gotta make him.
I like Handy.
which is spelled
Gooner dude.
Geoduck.
Yeah,
G-I-O.
just change the E to
You
an
have
I.
to name him Gooner Dude because
Gooner
he's literally
Dude?
Gooner Dude. That's all. Every incarnation of Geodude's evolution is just
Is
successively
Goonie, yeah.
more powerful Gooner.
More powerful ability of like
Yeah,
he
who
gets
is-
like
who is-
4
Who has
4K
entered
monitors.
greater contracts?
He
yeah.
gets like monitors attached to his rocky surface with each
Exactly.
incarnation.
Exactly.
There was
Oh,
yeah. I'll
I
never
got
forget.
one. What if you named him Suck My Rock?
That's
It's done. It's done. Okay.
Suck
So
my kiss.
okay. So what do I have now? I have
suck my kid.
I have an incredibly weak Boner King, and I have a Gooner Dude. That's what I have in my.
got a
card.
weak- Dude's a
You got a
beast.
weak boner.
Yeah, but he's level 9, right?
Your
Yeah.
boner's
How
gone
much
lay
health does he have? Like a good 3/4? Is he full health? What's going on?
Yeah, he's full health.
I tell you what.
Oh,
you
he's
could
full
do.
health. Okay.
I tell you
So
what
you could
could
probably
do.
just fuck up whatever the fuck that guy comes out with that Geodude. What
You
moves does he
could-
have?
You could do the move of sacrificing the new Geodude. Start off
Exactly.
with the with Boner King. Have him do his big hit,
Good idea.
and then switch to Geodude. Let him take the hit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, this is
Sacrifice
intense.
him.
Here we go. Okay, maybe I can miss
Well,
the.
Anyways,
yeah.
I gotta go, boys.
What moves does the Geodude have?
All right, Geo.
See
And
you,
Geo,
friends.
lovely
I will
as
see you
always,
soon.
Yeah.
brother.
Talking
Take
to you.
care.
See you
Thank you so much for
tomorrow.
coming
Later,
in.
brother.
And
Bro.
we're gonna be concluding this pretty soon. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to make it through Mount Moon all the way, but let's see what happens with this final
Yeah.
battle over here. Yeah, Rattata.
We can do it.
Yeah, okay.
We
Okay,
can
wait,
get
wait,
there.
what-
we
what-
can do it.
What
Fucking
what moves
Rattata
does
with the quick attack. Motherfuck! What?
What? What?
Did you just
Fucking
get on?
rat. Fucking.
Did
See,
the-
Geo is our lucky charm, and
Did you just get ratted?
I just got rat fucked. That's what happened.
All right. It's a
killed you?
Rattata. He ain't gonna
killed
do
the
shit
Geodude?
against Geodude.
Yeah, look at that. I should have
Oh.
started with Rattata. I mean, I should have started with Geodude. Honestly.
Yeah, whoever come up with that idea of starting with the Charizard, bad
fuck that guy.
idea.
I didn't say that.
I hear that guy's canceled on Twitter.
Oh, that's who did it. Okay. He
Now I
strikes
forget
again.
if I die, do I lose all my money or no?
I think
don't
you
remember.
lose
You lose
half.
a portion. You lose a
I don't
portion
even think
of
you
your
lose
money.
half. Dragon Quest, you lose half, but I think Pokemon. You
It's
lose
not half.
You
It's
might
like
lose
20% or like
20%.
15%.
I mean,
Not
that's
yeah.
that's
It's not. It's not a bad.
that's not gonna kill you. It's
No.
not good, but it ain't gonna kill you.
But you should, if you're scared with our Team Rocket guy, you should probably just escape
Save
rope
scum him?
out and get. No, don't save scum. Just escape rope out and buy some stuff.
No, you
Because
can't
you
escape
could-
a battle. There's no running from a trainer.
Yeah,
battle.
we're already in it, brother.
Oh, you're already in it. Okay, so yeah, you just put
Okay.
up the fucking Geodude.
Okay, Zubat. No big deal. No big deal.
Yeah, you
Zubat
can
is
beat
like
Zubat's ass.
yeah.
Geodude beats Zubat, I think.
Yeah, Supersonic, give me a break. Here. Geodude's gonna rock this bat to death.
We're gonna rock on down to Electric Avenue,
Don't
To elect- you
fucking-
could have said
there
Electric
we go.
Town.
and then we'll take it higher.
All right.
Oh yeah!
I think this is gonna be pretty much it, fellas. By the way, once I. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Did Geodude get killed?
That was the last-
I blacked out. All right, guys, and
You
this is
blacked
the end
out,
of the
dude.
stream. This is the end of the stream. I mean, we have the Pokemon over here. This
Oh,
is what they
man.
look like. They are all in full health. I have all of them. I died, and I think this is going to be a good place to conclude today's stream. Tomorrow we are going to be streaming with Calth Defender Remus. He's going to be joining us. Geo
Hello.
and Noah Hugbox is going to be joining us for our stream on Warhammer lore. I know, Remus, you prepared a lot for this, so I really appreciate that.
Yeah, so it will be interesting, I
Now
think.
this is Warhammer 40k, not Warhammer Fantasy, right?
Yeah, I don't really. We could touch fantasy, but I don't really want to. I can't talk about it like.
You don't
like
know
I
about
can
the age
40K.
of Sigmar.
It's yeah, especially don't know about the age of fucking Sigmar. Yeah.
So there we go.
That's nice.
And guys, don't be sure to follow Remus at Calth Respecter. By the way, I've always wondered, what does that mean? Does it mean you
Okay.
respect Catholics?
No, Calth is not cat.
Ah,
I'm thinking
Okay,
Yeah.
Calth is the
Calf
Calth
muscles?
is the name. Calth is the name of a place. That is
Mm.
that is as deep as I'll go right now because it will take forever.
gotcha.
But yeah, it's a planet. Yeah, no, it will
Yeah.
it will make sense.
I'm the
Okay.
masked bastard.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are. You are the mass bastard. And guys,
You know,
follow.
I stream. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Mines. I post memes. on
I gotta
Twitter.
post on Mines too. We should
Could I
connect on
also-
Mines
Yeah,
soon.
I do on Fridays.
Connect your
I
minds,
do
dude.
Dungeons and Dragons live streams. Like that's my thing. My boys are in the Temple of Elemental Evil, causing trouble.
Elemental evil.
Yeah, the Temple of Elemental
That
Evil.
sounds serious.
Could
Yeah,
I
it
also
sounds
get a show?
serious.
Absolutely.
Party is,
Philip Daniel,
I think I'm
guys, follow Philip Daniel on. Hold on, what is going on here with my screen here? Okay, follow. Oh man, okay. I gotta remember which screens to use here. This is getting so confusing. Okay, here we go. Philip Daniel. Follow Philip Daniel on Twitter right now. Hold on a second. Hold on, Philip. What? Hold on. Where are you? Here we go. P Daniel. Follow Philip P Daniel on Twitter. Here it is for everybody. New Art Secession. Hashtag New Art Secession. So, guys, this is pretty
And
much it. Yes.
And my YouTube channel where
Oh,
I upload
yes.
my musical
Here it is.
compositions.
Here's the YouTube channel. Follow Philip on YouTube. Follow Philip on Twitter. Follow Meme Master Charles Khan.
Yeah.
And follow Anad Thiel, Calc Respector, aka Remus. And, of course, follow the great Giovanni Panicietti. And that is pretty much it. So, I am taking off. I am ending this thing. Here's Geo's Twitter. Oh, and, of course, follow me on Twitter as well. Twitter.com/leftpo. It is a great... Subscribe. It is a great pleasure, as always. Subscribe to the show right now. And by the way, for those who are wondering where exactly this is not on BTR right now. This is on my own personal YouTube channel. Oh, that was the wrong link. That was the link that I used to, hold on. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, here we go. Follow the channel. Where is it? Here it is. Hold on. What is wrong with me? I keep hearing... By the way, you guys aren't hearing the Pokemon theme song, and I am. This whole entire time. So, anyway, it's got to drive you up
Driven
a
even to
wall at a certain
madness.
point. Exactly. Okay, here's my Twitter. I am ending the stream. I cannot take any much more of this. I'm probably going to have to sit down for the next time we play Pokemon. Anyway, guys...
You've been standing up this whole time?
Of course, I'm on a standing desk.
Stands.
I always stand.
Len is literally always standing every time you see him streaming.
Yes. All right, guys. This is it. This is the end. Bye-bye. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye, guys.